The new normal uniform has a lot of us searching our closets and drawers for men's essentials, like soft knit polos, tees, joggers, and active shorts. Whatever men's basics you need, Mack Weldon has you covered with unmatched comfort and fit. Personally, we put in our order from Mack Weldon. I'm excited to get it because my friends who have got it say nothing but the best about it. Its comfort, versatility, style is good, and the shopping ease and selection is amazing. Mack Weldon promises comfort and a consistent fit with essentials like socks, shirts, hoodies, underwear, polos, or active shorts. From working out, going to work, or on a date, Mack Weldon is for everyday life. Their wide range of customized fabrics can keep up with you no matter what your day looks like. You can also join Weldon Blue, Mack Weldon's free loyalty program. Level 1 gets you free shipping for life, and once you reach level 2 by spending $200, you get 20% off every order for the next year. And if you don't like your first pair of underwear, you can keep and they'll still refund you, no questions asked. For 20% off your first order, visit mackweldon.com/peasants and enter promo code peasants. PEASANTS. That's mackweldon.com/peasants. Promo code peasants for 20% off. Mack Weldon, reinventing men's basics.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get a witness. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true. Sometimes I cry.
Oh!
Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast. It's episode 807, even though it says 805 in the fucking title. I messed that up.
It's 807, man.
It's 807. They have this thing now when you set up a stream, you can use the settings from a previous stream.
Yeah.
And I used the settings from 805 and forgot to update the title number.
What do you think
here it
is? 2 episodes ago? Come on, man.
I think
Come on, man.
That was so 2 episodes ago.
Come on. I'm ready for 4 years of come on, man. What do you mean? What do you mean you voted for me over Trump and I'm doing the same conservative ass weirdo shit he was doing? Come on, man. We got Kamala Harris. It's fine. It's fine. She's gonna lock you up. Come on, man. You want to change? No, you just wanted the orange man out. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
If you want change, go out on the street and beg for it. Come on, man.
Who needs a test? Who needs to take a test? What? You want to take a test? You doing cocaine? You a junkie, man? I want to remind everyone that we do have full-color BENPAI figures. There's a link in the description if you want to get one. There's a limited stock. Some of them have been recently purchased. I get the purchase numbers on a delay. So even though it says 30 figures, there are less than 30 figures available. So if you want to get these limited edition, full-color BENPAI figures, feel free to get them here. Link in the description to get yours. And let me know. And be the first to leave a review once you get one. That would be really cool. Yeah, also this Friday, Actual Mania 14. It's our second private show of this month. We're going to be doing it this coming Friday, Actual Mania 14. There's a lot going on. There's a lot at stake, and I have some promos that we'll show later on in the show. We've got a few.
It's a Survivor situation.
It's the Survivor situation.
It's going to be good. It's going to be really good. Ben and I were talking about it the other day, and we're like, dude, if this Egghead matchup, if Egghead wins and becomes the champion, we're going to have to figure out who to, or gets a title shot, and he beats Cobra. Who goes up against Egghead after that? I think Cobra's going to beat him.
I know who.
I don't know who.
Oh, you think Cobra's going to beat him?
I think Cobra's going to beat him, dude. Cobra's got a brand new house. Oh, my God, that's content. He got kicked out of his house. How's Egghead going to beat that? Egghead still lives in a house.
He lives in an apartment that's in complete disarray.
But he's got cool shit on his walls. I love a grown-ass man with movie posters on his walls.
He has a photo of me and him on his wall.
He loves you. I'm really sad that I never met Egghead in real life, because then he'd have a photo of me on his wall and it wouldn't be a competition.
It's not a competition,
Kind of
Billy.
is.
No, you literally turn everything into a competition.
Kind of is.
No, fuck you. It's not a competition. Eat my ass. Here's the next segment.
Is it an ass-eating competition?
It got me so
It's a muting you competition.
People are discriminating against wolves.
Wow.
They're laughing at us, at our stupidity.
And you better well learn to love it.
I saw this morning, and it made me laugh and kind of scared at the same time. Here is someone calling Rush Limbaugh, some man that's very upset that Joe Biden won, and he's like about to cry the whole time.
It's so cute.
Here it is.
Hi, Rush. It's great to be here. I'm going to try to hold myself together, not get emotional here, but I want to harken back to your statement about Georgia.
By the way, that cancer diet's working wonders for Rush Limbaugh. The cancer diet?
Yeah. And about the Trump voter.
Yeah.
And they should be very afraid, very afraid. Trump and you are all we have left, Rush.
Well, I got bad news for you. Rush ain't going to be around very much longer. And
Trump will outlive Rush probably, right?
Yeah, Rush has like a terminal illness. Yeah, Trump probably will unless Trump like randomly has a heart attack or something.
We spent our lives voting for these people because they're not them. And we just can't do it anymore. We're tired of being stabbed in the back, Rush. It's better to have an enemy that's in front of you than a friend that's behind you that's just going to stab you. They do it every time. We have a
Every
Republican...
time, Rush. It's the enemy. It's better to have an enemy in front of you than a friend behind you.
This reminds me of the fucking feminist banshee that was screaming "No!" when Trump won and everyone was laughing at her. And this is the other side. There are special little snowflakes on both sides that think their will is greater than reality when it's just not.
Welcome to the snowstorm.
Controlled state, and they won't do an audit of the vote.
They won't do an audit
They
of
just
the
basically told every Georgian that they don't care. We were in Washington on Saturday. Me and my 33-year-old son, we saw more people than we've ever seen in our life.
My 33-year-old son. This man gave birth to a grown man, and he's crying about the election. He needs help. He needs help. The people who stand behind news reporters and scream Biden crime family, they need help. The people who won't wear their masks and get kicked out of Uber cars that call the police because they wouldn't put a fucking mask on in somebody else's car, they need help.
Yeah.
It's very simple.
It's a mental illness.
You're fucking sick in the head.
Ever. And we're season ticket holders for the Ravens, for God's sakes. I've been in crowds of 80,000.
Oh, no, we can afford season tickets for the Ravens.
He's saying he's never seen a crowd as big
as the March on D.C.
Was it that big?
No. Not as big as an NFL football game at full capacity. No, it was not. I mean, because those are like, depending on the stadium, they can be like, 30, 40, even up to like the Dallas Cowboys. They have like 80 or 90,000 in theirs.
Yeah. The Ravens, was it bigger than a Ravens game for a
Let's
season
look at
ticket holder?
Let's look at the capacity of the Ravens stadium. Let's see. It's M&T Bank Stadium, and what is the capacity? The capacity is currently from 2000 after the last renovation. They're at 71,000. That's a huge crowd.
71,000.
Yes.
I wonder how many people showed up to the MAGA march in D.C. The Million MAGA March. how many people attended the November 14th Million MAGA March. The number of Trump supporters at the Million MAGA March ranged from media estimates of thousands to an estimate of hundreds of thousands by event organizers.
That's a pretty big gap there.
Neither close to nor more than 1 million.
It was not a million. That is fucking insane.
Yeah, it was definitely not a million. They're saying definitely not a million. But this is Reuters.com, and they're fact-checking. I'm looking for a number. The Reuters estimate the size of the crowd as tens of thousands.
Tens of thousands. I can believe that. I saw photos of it. I believe maybe 20,000.
I wonder if it was exceeding a Ravens game. I wonder
if they didn't have like an actual tally, there's no way of knowing. You know, if there wasn't like a gate where they like counted everyone, then it's all speculation.
1,000 people. I've been to Steelers games, for goodness sakes.
Okay, cool. You've been to a lot of football games. Pat yourself on the back.
Games.
I have never seen so many people, but were there any Republicans there? No. None.
He confuses Rush here. He means like at this march there were no like actual like elected Republicans.
Yeah, no Republican senators.
They don't want to sign their name to this madness, and there's mentally ill people that still believe they say that this is some legal process that needs to play out. There's nothing legal is happening. Judges are like, no, I'm not going to hear this case. It's ridiculous. And then some people who try to be like rogue election officials try to hold up counting in or throw out ballots in Michigan, and they realize that they're idiots and they're going to be remembered as jokes for the rest of their lives and beyond.
You know what's really going to be crazy is even with Trump out of the White House, he's not going to be like out of control of the Republican Party. His word is going to make or break a lot of these people coming up in local elections. If he supports somebody,
I think you're wrong to an extent. I think he'll be pushed out of the Republican Party, and
he is the Republican Party right now.
I think he will be pushed out of the Republican Party eventually because they don't want him. The establishment doesn't want him. And eventually he will, a lot of the people who became Republicans because of him are going to follow him. Eventually that'll happen. They want someone they can control better. They don't want a loose cannon. A lot of the people that now kiss his ass, after he became president, said it would be a disaster if he became president. They didn't want him. They don't want him.
But he's the only thing effectively working for the Republicans.
No, he's not. He lost, dude.
He lost with over 70 million votes.
It's a lot, dude. It doesn't matter.
It
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It 100% does matter. That's 70 million people who voted for Trump.
You either win or you lose.
Literally, that's wrong as hell. He may not be
Billy.
president.
I don't want to argue about it.
It's not
I have
arguing.
my opinion. You have yours.
Your opinion is legitimately like off here. He lost presidency. That doesn't mean he's not going to have 70 million people
I wouldn't be
who
surprised.
ride or die for him, and will go out and do things
here's
for him
my call,
for the
because
next
you
4
said,
years.
okay, here's my call, because you fucking said wrongly, totally fucking wrong, that Donald Trump had a 100% chance of winning, and he didn't win. And my prediction is thank you. My prediction is 4 years, Donald Trump won't even be the candidate to run, and he'll probably be kicked off Twitter and shit like that. I think he'll go back to being a D-list celebrity. I don't think he's going to be part of a political movement anymore. It might take some time, but I believe as time goes on, thinking long-term, he probably won't even be the fucking candidate in 4 years.
I'm not saying he'll be the candidate in 4 years. I'm saying literally right now, we're looking at the re-elections in Georgia. If he goes out and he starts stepping up for the people in Georgia, he's going to, Georgia is in January, I think January 5th, they're voting for 2 senators. It's very important those 2 senators go Democrat if we want to have a Democrat majority across all 3 of the branches. And if not, they're going to have Lindsey fucking Graham and Turtlehead dude blocking everything that comes through. What's Turtlehead guy's name? I can't remember his goddamn name.
Mitch McConnell.
Mitch McConnell. Yeah, he's going to be blocking everything Biden does, so it's going to be ineffective. It's not going to be worthwhile. Trump's going to come back in 2 years. Pick people that are going to be up for seats.
I don't think so.
He's going to support them. His word is going to drive the people to come out and vote for those people.
Okay, we'll see what happens.
They're going to gain everything back.
Okay, we'll see what happens in 2 years. We'll see if Trump is still a relevant political player for the Republicans in 2 years from now. We'll see. Right now, he still is. He's still president. I'm not saying he's not. I'm saying 2 years is a long time. I don't think so. I don't think Trump will be anyone having anything to do with the midterm elections.
I suppose.
That's how I feel.
We got this guy here crying right now, and he's not alone.
He listens to Rush Limbaugh. He's fucking he's the demographic of person who would call into fucking Rush Limbaugh. This isn't an unbiased source here.
I feel
All
like,
right, I'm going to play the video now.
I feel like you're writing off 70 million people like too easily here.
Cool. Feel that way.
Okay.
Wait. What? There were no What was this thing that you went to?
A week ago Saturday in Washington, D.C., the mega rally. There must have been hundreds
The mega
of
rally.
Okay, it's a MAGA rally, and you mean no elected Republicans? Is that what you mean?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Our party
Yes, I do,
leadership,
Rush.
quote unquote, if this were a Democrat rally, they would all be there. They were there for the anti-Tea Party movement, walking hand in hand up the steps.
Yep.
No one stands for us, Rush. Only you and Donald Trump.
Only
God
you
forbid.
and
What
Donald
do we have
Trump.
left? I love my president. I am not a revolutionary, Rush, but I will die for my president.
Oh my God.
Isn't that? I mean, okay.
As long as he doesn't say I will kill for my president, do what you do, Papa. Go out there, die for your president. If that's what makes you tick, then talk.
This man has given more to this country than anybody, and he has no need to. None. He's a billionaire.
Here's Rush. Oh, that's true.
He
That's
doesn't
true.
need this.
That's exactly right.
It's disheartening.
Yeah, he doesn't need this. He does it for America.
It's
He does
very
it for America.
it's very rare that like callers get through that disagree with Rush. I don't even know why he takes callers because it's usually just like, yeah, Trump is awesome. Yeah, fucking Democrats suck. Yeah, and that's all it is.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but every now and then someone will like lie about what they're calling in about and get through and take him on until he hangs up on them. That's when it's priceless. I love that stuff.
Trump doesn't need this. He's a billionaire. Yeah, you don't think Trump made a whole bunch of money for a whole bunch of people?
I think Trump will go back to getting attention, being a D-list celebrity. I think he'll go back to his company. I don't think the Republican Party, the Republican Party, the party like where like half of them don't even want him anyway. I think they're gonna make sure that he's distanced from them eventually.
I mean, if you think it's going to come down to an eventual thing, right here, right now, he is the Republican Party. He's currently their lame duck president. Yes, he's taken over the Republican Party, and with or without the presidency, he's got people who believe he was wrongfully stripped of the presidency, huge numbers, and he can continue this growth for the next 4 years. He doesn't have to run again. He can just endorse people all across the board. He could become the Karl Rove.
My prediction is that you're completely wrong, just like you were wrong about him getting reelected, and that he will be basically irrelevant.
I'm glad I was wrong about him
outside of politics. He'll never go away completely. I'm not saying he's going to disappear. I don't think being a former president, he'll always be somewhat politically relevant, but I don't think he's going to be the one leading the party. They're going to have to find a new leader, and he's not getting any younger. We'll see how old he looks in 4 years anyway. I don't think much is going to... Yeah, I think they're going to work what they can to make sure he doesn't lose more elections for them.
Biden got about, 51% of the vote?
Every election...
Fuck Rush. Fuck Donnie. Fuck losers in denial. Fuck weepy radio callers. Hail William Fridge and BENPAI. And... The fuck ever happened to Jimmy Ass?
I don't know. I don't know what happened to him. Yeah, so I mean, obviously they might have him at a convention. I mean, he's a former president. That's a title that never goes away. Even if they convicted Donald Trump of crimes and he went to prison for a couple of years and then got out, he'd still be former president Donald Trump. He'd still be like, you know what I mean? So it doesn't matter that. I just don't think he's going to have a hand in it like he does now anymore. He has it now. He's still president now. There's a midterm in 2 years. His influence is going to wane. He won't demand the same amount of attention that he does now.
See, I think if Mitch McConnell is the Senate majority again, and he blocks Biden's attempts at doing anything constructive, and we look 2 years from now and Biden has the same first 2 years Obama had, where he just bailed out the banks and pushed through a crappy version of Obamacare, he didn't deliver the hope and change that everybody had really hoped for.
Well,
right?
now you're making your assumption based on a bunch of other assumptions. So I think like
100%
I could say aliens land and bring us into a future of prosperity because of Joe Biden. What if that happens?
But I think this is far more reasonable to compare to.
It is more reasonable, but it's still total assumption. We don't know anything about any bailouts.
Everything about
I don't want to argue with you. You always try to get like earlier we were arguing about something else. I don't know, like Egghead having us on his wall. Like, why do we always have to argue? I don't get it.
It's conversation.
No,
that was definitely
it's
a
pointless.
joke. It was definitely a joke. I don't care about being on Egghead's wall. Okay. I'm not finger smudges.
All right, let's go.
Ass prints.
Let's go.
But
the Chicago Tribune, 19 people were hospitalized at a furry convention in Illinois after what's being called an intentional leak of chlorine
What's
gas.
a furry convention?
Did I get that wrong?
I want to point out to all of you that Billy said Donald Trump was going to win 100%.
That was my thought. Yeah. I'm glad he didn't.
And now he's not. He is speculating completely on something he has no proof of, and he's making that based on other speculations. So fine, we'll see what happens. There's nothing wrong. Like there's no consequence for agreeing with him, but you don't know any better than he does. Let's look in 2 years. Let's see how it's going. I guarantee you, Donald Trump not going to be leading the party anymore.
Furry convention disrupted as intentional gas incident sends 19 to hospitals. Is this new?
This might be older, but someone sent it to me and I thought it was funny. This was a long time ago.
Officials
I
were
remember
called
when this
a
happened.
strong odor of chlorine. What? Spread.
The fucking guy's got an ear tag.
I think they had to evacuate the building and everything. Sent the hotel guests along with convention attendees into the cold night. Many still dressed in their furry costumes.
Fuck you, Joe Scarborough. I know the
We have a
weird
lot of
kinky
costumers
shit
out
you're
here
into.
with big fluffy costumes that'll keep people warm. So at this point, we're not at all worried.
So we've been pulling people into a cuddle to like warm this baby.
No, thank you. Thank you.
And getting her jackets.
Can we replay
and
that?
blankets.
Can we replay that? Ben, we got to replay that line. We got to replay that line there. We got to replay that line. Listen to what she says.
With big fluffy costumes that'll keep people warm.
That's
so
great,
at
too.
this point, we're not at all worried.
So we've been pulling people into a cuddle to like warm this baby.
No, thank you. Thank you.
And giving her
We've been
jackets
pulling people
and
in the
blankets.
cuddle to warm this baby, and the baby's like, "Thank you, thank you."
We just told Mika what the convention was about. She's
cute.
Costumes kept everybody warm was the good news. The hotel was
Where you going?
contaminated.
Hey!
Guests came back
Come
inside
back.
at 4 a.m. Police still
Come back.
the matter as a criminal investigation.
Could you check?
She's got to go fap, dude. She realized her new kink.
She couldn't hold on.
She didn't know furries were a real thing. Now
All
she's
right.
super
Coming
soppy.
up, we've got the Muzz Street opinion
She's
pages.
sloppy
We're
and
going
soppy
to be,
and had to run back
searching
to
for
fat.
Mika, I guess she.
The yiff.
She just learned something. Learned something important about this world.
Not about this world, about herself. She's a furkin.
No, she ran out of the studio. We also have Senator-elect Tom.
Why do they sit at such a small table?
Cotton, we won't ask him about this. He's straight ahead on Morning Show when we return.
Now, because of COVID, they all have these giant tables where they're sitting really far away from each other. Either that or they're doing it from a webcam in their house. But it's weird now to look at this. They all sit like, they're almost like touching asses. They're sitting so close together.
Trumpster Bob for first gay peasant. Wouldn't be the first. Wouldn't be the first.
Oh God, this is like this. This goes back to the Giuliani thing. I guess this was something we missed when we were watching the Giuliani thing. When the hair dye was running down his face. He blows his nose.
Oh God!
And then he wipes his face with the place on the tissue he just blew his nose with.
Yeah, dude's dying.
He might have COVID. His son has COVID.
I'm sure he has COVID.
He was the only person in that room sweating. No one else was sweating.
Ah, man, he's got the vid. He's queefing and coughing and spitting and farting.
Let's see
Look
this.
At this.
Let's see this.
They all got the vid.
There's
now.
that Amazon woman.
The giantess.
Oh, here he goes. He blows his nose.
Oh, what's that? A boogie? Is that? Oh, that's a boogie.
God,
that's a boogie.
He's Nosferatu.
Booger side out. Booger side out. He's smiling. Yeah, I got booger side.
Oh. Here's Tucker Carlson. I think this is him reacting to, because a lot of the Trumpster people are mad at Fox News because Fox News isn't towing the line anymore.
Yeah. Even Fox News turned on President.
This is what I'm talking about. They're slowly gonna move away from this over time. They don't want it. They don't like this either. This is that's why they're having press conferences at fucking stupid ass landscaping companies and shit. No one gives a shit about this except for they're letting Giuliani run it. Now Giuliani can't because he has to quarantine. This is it's embarrassing. It's fucking embarrassing.
What we're going to have to see is the first time someone in the Republican Party vocally steps out against Trump, because right now they're all scared. Who?
There's been 4 governors that have say first and foremost that his handling of the virus, especially now that he's just doing nothing, now that it looks like he's lost the election, is pretty much reprehensible.
Has he responded to them?
Yeah, all he does is we're going to get someone to run against them. See, that, and what that means is I think he'll eventually just divide the party if he tries to keep going into politics. We might see a split in the Republican Party based on that. Because, so I see Romney in the chat. Mitt Romney was the first one. Mitt Romney publicly never liked Trump. So that's not surprising.
Romney's got a name. He can stand on his own. I think he can go toe-to-toe with Trump.
They both lost a presidential election, so they have that in common.
But only Trumpster Don won one.
True. All right.
By former prosecutor Sidney Powell, who has also served as General Mike Flynn's lawyer. For more than a week, Powell has been all over conservative media with the following story. This election was stolen by a collection of international leftists who manipulated vote tabulating software in order to flip millions of votes from Donald Trump to Joe Biden.
From Cesar Commie
The other day on
Chavez.
television, Powell said of Trump that when the fraud is finally uncovered, quote, I think we'll find he had at least 80 million votes. In other words, rigged software stole about 7 million votes in this election. Here's some of what Powell said today about the software.
One of its most characteristic features is its ability to flip votes. It can set and run an algorithm that probably ran all...
So why did it only flip Trump votes? I heard someone claim, I can't remember when I heard this, that it was written by someone in another country. Was that Trumpster Bob? I don't know. Someone claimed it was
written in Spain or
something like that.
I guess the Dominion software is made in Canada.
Huh.
Nothing beats a good moisturizing mucus
over
facial.
the country
Nasty.
to take a certain percentage of votes from President Trump and flip them to President Biden. which we might never have uncovered had the votes for President Trump not been so overwhelming in so many of these states that it broke the algorithm that had been plugged into the system. And that's what caused them to have to shut down in the states they shut down in.
That was a few hours ago, but Sidney Powell has been saying similar things for days. On Sunday night, we texted her.
It's weird to see Tucker go against it. And I'm guessing someone metaphorically flipped the switch at Fox News, probably one of the Murdochs. They're like, yep, we're no longer backing this up anymore. It's time to like, pew. And all it took was an election to change that. Things are like already shifting over there. I don't think Fox News is going left. I just think they're abandoning Trump. They want someone else. They're not going to push Trump anymore on their network.
The electoral system that's set up right now, it can't be questioned. You can't question it in media. If Fox News got behind questioning the way the election works and the validity of the election.
They did try when the last election that Obama won, Karl Rove was on the panel during that discussion, and he got up and walked down to the room where they were like doing the voting stuff.
Yeah.
Like keeping track of the live voting numbers, and like asked them, and they're like, we don't misreport this. This is the numbers that are coming in.
Was Karl Rove working for Fox, or was he just a guest that night?
I think he was working for Fox.
He had
at
like
the time.
a contract with them. Or
Let me
was he
see.
just a talker?
Let me see if I can find the video.
Yeah.
Let's see. Karl Rove questions elections.
Karl Rove is the guy that got the religious right heavily behind George W. Bush, that gave him that big push up against Gore.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. He was the mastermind behind that election campaign. Let's see here. I'm just grabbing that video here. I remember watching it and laughing at it because he like got up and walked down there like, let me talk to you about this. It's like, it's just taking a minute for the videos to download here.
I like how Tucker Carlson might be one of the most normal looking right wing guys in like major media. Everybody on the right wing is just a fucking character. Tucker's a character too, though.
He used to wear a bow tie, which made him look more of a character
more like
than
I don't know, some sort of mascot on a box of macaroni.
Yeah, I remember he used to host Crossfire, and he had Jon Stewart on there one time. And,
oh God!
And he was like, "Oh, you're not as funny in real life as you are in TV." And he was like, "Oh, but you're just as big, or like you're an even bigger dickhead in real life, or something like that."
He lit him up.
Yeah,
it was good.
It was great. All right, here we go.
I wonder what Jon Stewart's up to right now.
I saw a few interviews with him, like when COVID first started. You know, he was at one time he was gonna do like a fully animated Daily Show.
Wallace, Chris.
He found out it was too expensive to like, because you gotta draw the news like the new news, you know, that day.
The South Park people.
I have great respect for our decision desk,
Not daily,
and
though.
I see that they're very happy in Chicago. But I've got to tell you, the Romney camp has real doubts about the call that's been made by us.
All right.
Now, with 77% of the vote in, it is 991. One of the reasons why is one of the biggest blocks of votes out in the state.
So this is 2012.
Republicans.
So, I mean, we have kind of seen the denial, but we haven't seen like the mobs of idiots at the election, like vote counting places, pounding on the windows and shit.
Fox News didn't endorse this, right?
They started to come in. They narrowed.
What now?
They didn't endorse Karl Rove's statement, right? They just,
no.
Yeah, so
I mean, he was an opinion guy, so he's allowed to have a wrong opinion.
Yeah.
He's not like a news guy, like,
that margin dramatically.
officially.
Like the speaker pro tem of the House,
doing the news.
His district had 3% of the vote in until very recent. Now it started to come in.
I'm going to ask you a straight-out question. You went through this in 2000. You almost went through it in
Chris Wallace is kind of a straight shooter, though.
2004. Do you believe that Ohio has been settled?
No, I don't. And look, if we are calling...
So they're officially calling Ohio, which sealed the deal for this election, they're officially calling it for Obama over Romney.
It's a close call right there, too. Less than 30,000 votes apart.
On this on the basis of 74% of the vote being in, and when 77% is in, Secretary of State website, I got the director of the Ohio campaign.
They're calling it based on where the remainder of the votes are coming from, and, you know, it's probably mostly
notoriously
urban.
Blue areas.
For Romney on the other end of the line, refreshing the page every few seconds, and
it has been wrong, but normally they overturn it like that night, like when the more numbers come in and they realize they were wrong.
Yeah, the media calls the elections in the states, but they're not the official word.
No.
The Electoral College has, is it the first week of December until they report?
Yeah, but it's almost always known ahead of time who won.
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen them.
But it did, like, if the media calls it, it's not anything official. It's just projections.
No, and
it's projected.
Al Gore was declared the winner of the presidency at some point. Then they took it away. Then they declared Bush the winner. Then they took it away. And then it took a judge to decide Bush won, which, by the way, if you're happy about courts deciding who's president, I have to question your patriotism.
Well, that
And
case...
what type of America you wish we lived in.
That case was way different than right now, where Trump doesn't want to leave.
Right. I don't want either of them. I
Yeah.
don't want... I want votes. I don't want judges deciding. It doesn't matter who wins.
Didn't it come down to the judges
like-
having to pick whether or not the hanging Chad votes counted?
I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
They ultimately decided which votes mattered and which ones didn't.
There were some votes that had hanging Chads that couldn't be read, so they were going to be thrown out.
And there was literal nepotism there because of who the governor was in that state, George Bush's brother.
Yeah.
So, but, you know,
all these court cases right now that are going on with this election, they're basically going on to say whether or not the votes that are questionable can or can't count. So they're taking like these votes that may have been like signed incorrectly, and they're saying we want these thrown out. They were signed incorrectly. It's things like that are going to court. Mm-hmm. So it's really like you kind of have to take that to court if there's a question of whether or not the votes were cast correctly, right?
Right. But you're right, they're not comparable because one actually went to court and this is going nowhere.
They're all being thrown out left and right. But also the thing that's not comparable is that election, we didn't have anybody projected to win until that one last state was open. We have a projected winner here.
There were a few people incorrectly projected to win, and then they took it away, and then it went to court.
Yeah, but nobody had 270 electoral votes.
Nope.
And here, somebody does have that. It is projected 270 for Biden. And
it's over 300 for Biden. Biden won decidedly.
Yeah, so it's 100% a different situation than in 2000. Trump is just being like, trying to discount everything he possibly can.
He's trying to continue to fundraise and garner support. That's why there's so few people like even parroting this shit. No one wants their credibility at stake. I mean, it's you only really and now more people in his family and around him are getting COVID too. It's just a disaster. Their credibility.
Don
is
Jr.
just
has
fucked.
COVID now.
Yeah.
Little baby
and
Trump.
Giuliani's kid.
Dude, Giuliani's got to have it after
He
that
might have
snotty
it.
fucking mess.
He might have it. The fact that he was sweating so weird when it didn't look hot, like no one else looked hot.
Looked like he was putting on snot face paint for the gathering of the Juggalos. He's just rubbing that all over his face.
I saw someone mention that this is first of all, there's no investigation. An investigation is not the same as a lawsuit. And what they're bringing is lawsuits. Nothing's being investigated because nothing needs to be investigated. Everything was overseen while it was happening. So they're trying to make lawsuits stick in court, and they're all getting thrown out. I don't understand what's so hard to understand about this.
Yeah, and the Russia investigation was also pretty bullshit too. So I'm not.
That was an actual investigation.
They investigated though, right? Like they went through it, and it all turned out to be for naught. What a waste of energy! What a waste of attention everybody gave to it. But we're not condoning. I don't want to have this thing where it's like, well, your side did this, so our side can get away with this.
Right. That's why
they all fucking suck.
That's why I didn't want people doing that shit to Kavanaugh, where they were like, oh, 40 years ago you grabbed some girl's boob at a party. Now your life is ruined. Now that you're like getting this big political position.
And the worst thing is
like
it didn't work.
It didn't work. It didn't work, but I was like, now you're opening that up. Like now anyone, you can just ruin their credibility. Bring out someone from their past to accuse them of being a rapist or whatever.
When Biden got accused, and everybody who was so against Kavanaugh was like, not us, not us.
We got a quarter of the vote. Now remember,
well,
here's
Trump
the
too,
thing
yeah,
about
but it's
Ohio.
like the liberals were
A third
the
of
ones championing that against Kavanaugh, and now they had to backtrack because of a Biden accusation.
Vote or more is cast early. That is.
It's just like people bringing out these things that are unprovable because they happened so long ago. They're literally just accusations to use as like a political tool to take out people. I don't agree with that.
Won overwhelmingly by the Democrats. It's counted first, and then you count the election day. And the question is, by the time you finish counting election day, does it overcome that early advantage that the Democrats have built up in early voting, particularly in Cuyahoga County?
Now, Joe, we know that Carl has a rooting interest. I think at this point he's just telling us the facts, but you don't have a rooting interest.
I want to see the part where he like walks down there. Oh, first he sends Megan.
Oh.
First he's like, Megan, go down there.
Watch your step.
Thank you. Thank you.
Get down there, Megan.
There you go.
In front of all these millions of people.
Okay.
All
Megan
right.
is going to go to the decision desk and interview them about the decision on Ohio.
Hate to see her go, but I love watching her leave. Know what I'm saying, boys?
Right out the door.
Did you see the Bombshells movie?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, she was like sexually harassed by those guys.
Yeah, it was bad.
Here with us in the studio, and then for some reason, whoa, careful. Then for some reason, they moved him down the hall. We were too close.
They have this weird rule where women can't wear pants.
We were thinking
It's
this
really
wouldn't be
weird.
necessary, but as it turns out. So you can see this is sort of all the folks behind the scenes who have been watching the program from back here. Hi, guys. Arthur Idala decided to join. They're way down the hall. So we'll do a little interrogation and see if they stand by their call, notwithstanding the doubts that Carl
This
Rove
is not a TV studio. She's like going into the back offices.
attempted to place.
Where they gather the data and call into the TV studio with
Keep coming.
with everything.
Here we go.
If I've learned anything from pro wrestling, the NWO is going to come and hit her with a steel
Now, when we
chair right
practice
now.
this
It kind of
before,
looks like a
there's the beautiful
backstage
gentleman.
pro wrestling.
When we practiced this before in our rehearsals, we lost all audio in our ears right about here. That's happening again, but
Can you hear me, Megan?
in any event, we'll try to get to the bottom of it.
She can't
Now,
hear
here are the guys. This is the decision desk. Now we're in the heart of the decision desk room. Arnon,
Yes.
you head this place up. Chris Direwalt, you've been doing all the number crunching. These guys behind you. You tell me whether you stand by your call on Ohio, given the doubts Karl Rove just raised.
We're actually quite comfortable with the call in Ohio. Basically, right now, there's just too much Obama vote that's outstanding there that we know is going to come in, that is going to be Obama. And while, yes, there are a number of counties out there that will be Romney, the largest thing that's outstanding right now.
I want to see all those votes. I want to make sure the signatures are valid.
Now is the Cleveland area, it's Cuyahoga. This is Democratic territory, and we're quite comfortable with the idea that Obama will carry Ohio.
What do you make of it, Chris?
There just aren't enough Republican votes left for Mitt Romney to get there. And as Arnon points out, Cuyahoga County, Cleveland is so overwhelmingly Democratic, we wouldn't expect Mitt Romney to do even much more than a third of the vote there. So as the
so the counties that were left were urban counties that are majority Democrat.
Yeah.
Late vote comes in.
They still counted all the votes. It still was certified later on. They just called it based on data, and they were correct.
Does Karl Rove actually go down there and talk to them?
I thought he did, but maybe he just sent Megyn Kelly down.
Because if he goes down...
Yeah, hold on. Is he getting up?
Is he fussing?
Hold on.
He's writing furiously.
Yeah,
He's
look at
pointing
him.
at Bill Hemmer. A lot of things are going on right now. We're going to
Is
see
there a
the
Karl
graphic
Rove
there.
cringe rap out
Barack
there?
Obama re-elected
I don't- of
president.
him
That's our
rapping?
call
I
from the
swear I
decision
remember that.
desk, as you
It's
saw
some-
Megyn Kelly just
Maybe he's just dancing around like
Right
a fucking
now's
weirdo.
Right now's the time we got to put this out there. First of all, guys, please like the stream if you haven't already. Liking the stream helps raise awareness out there. It kind of gets us recommended. I know it'll be easy to get us over 100 likes since we're pretty close already. Also, this is a Saturday show. We do a Saturday show every week, every following week after we meet the goal. So we're a little far away from our goal right now. If you guys can help us meet it, that would be great. We will do a second show or another bonus show a week from today. All you have to do is hook us up by helping us meet the goal here, if you could, please.
I've got to do a full pee.
Go do your PP and we'll continue this. I think he does get up eventually. So, yeah. While he's gone, just going to go over everything again. I do have a figure that we're selling right now. Where the fuck did it go? There's a link in the description for it. We had some uncolored figures that were very popular. So I decided to spring a little more money to have these commissioned and produced. Like the last ones went for $25. These are going for $40. It's just higher quality materials and all the color. So if you want one, they're limited edition. We have less than 30 left. There's a link in the description if you want to pick one up. And I'm hoping once we sell all of these, I'll take a look at making another one. A Billy the Fridge one, if you would like that. And maybe we can get a Big Cat Scott Henson one as well. Maybe I'll talk to Hannibal and Monty about getting one made of them. It all depends on this first run here, though. So check that out. Right now, if you want to send me a Streamlabs for $5, I'll read it and respond to it if you want to ask me a question or something like that. Or thank you for the positive feedback on the color figure. It is pretty cool. This political chaos and pandemic has been mentally draining on us all. Also, my BENPAI Actual Maniac came with a meat package near the correct area. Oh, did it have... You know what? That was another thing. Like, we just had a guy who was like an amateur 3D printer who was just like doing it at home, making these. Oh, never stop the train. Thank you, PT Ham.
Never stop the train.
So, like, he wasn't a professional at this or anything, and some of his prints had, like, extra stuff that didn't get sanded off on them. So it must... I guess one of the BENPAI Actual Maniacs had, like, a... You know how those little nubs get stuck to them? It had, like, a little pee-pee down there, apparently.
Yeah, this is...
Or a sack.
The batches... Some of the batches came back really bad. Like, this Pimp Monk we got, it...
Yes, it is. Actually, the Pimp Monk ones haven't been made yet.
Oh.
I'll be getting the Toothless Wizard Von Shelton very soon. They've been made. They're just getting sent to me, and I'll be sending those out soon. Excellent. And then Pimp Monk. And I'm going to have all the paper figures printed and those shipped out in a few weeks here, too. I do what I promise. It's just sometimes shit gets delayed. Production. I was like, damn, these take longer to produce than I had thought.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone. Thanks for watching it right now. I see a bunch of people just popping in. They're like, hey, Drunken Peasants. Hey. Oh, yeah. And Metal Army just did something that we never mention, but it is still appreciated. If you have, what is it, YouTube Premium, I think you get like free bucks to give to people. Or is that what they did? Or did they just give us $1?
I
don't know.
Salt. I think they bought a salt sticker.
Oh, cool.
I think that's a salt shaker.
Did they assault us?
They assaulted us.
Well, if you have YouTube Premium anyway, I don't know if he did, but there's like they give you like a free super chat to give. So you can send that if you'd like. Now that you're back, we'll see if Karl Rove gets up. I think he does.
Walking down to talk to them The White House, there's already a crowd in front of the White House.
We've been
As you look live there,
assaulted.
1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Some people
Super
gathered
sticker.
there to cheer
Yeah.
and celebrate, and they're at Obama headquarters in Chicago, getting ready for whatever the celebration will be there. We are back now live here with the returning Megyn Kelly.
Just made it. It's a long way down to the
Not this time around. If we had just
Maybe he doesn't get up. He is fat and lazy. I see T-Town. T-Town.
Toledo.
They said that
Glass City.
they expect big returns in Cuyahoga County.
See, back then, there was a blue bridge from Toledo all the way to Cleveland up near the lake, up at the top. And remember, it kind of started that way in Ohio, but then it went away.
And that's Democratic County, and they're going to get big numbers in from there that are going to favor the president, not Mitt Romney.
That's right, but here's the point.
That's all, folks.
So he doesn't go down?
Yeah,
Okay.
he just sent his
Lazy
his
fucker.
lady
He
to
sent
go
the
down
woman
there.
down to go get the coffee. You fucking lazy son of a bitch. I like how they were just like, no, we're pretty confident. We're not wrong. No matter how much Rove would like to spin it. Oh, yeah.
All right, what else we got here?
We won't spend it all.
Are there any Streamlabs?
Probably.
I did read that last longer one that came through.
Yeah. From Tyler.
Yeah.
The political chaos.
Yeah.
Autumn Cooper said nothing beats a good moisturizing mucus facial. That was really gross. Metal Army's 99 cent was a sweet boy thing to do. Trumpster Bob prefers gay peasant. DeLuisa gave us the big money, DeLuisa. Andrew Altz, I think you're both right to an extent. More than likely, the Trump and his chumps will create their own political party that will split the Republican vote in future elections. Could be, yeah. Deep Funk Expedition gave us that big 50 pounds. Probably not going to get to watch the whole stream live, so send this support while I can. Hope you gays hit your goal. Stay sweet. Thank you, Deep Funk. And I believe that gets us all caught up. It's very kind.
Yeah. So we're 52%. Now, I don't always do this. I don't always offer humiliation. But when I do, I offer zaps. I'll do a zap at 75% of the goal, and then I'll do another zap at 100% if you guys can bring us home the goal tonight. Which means, for those of you who don't know, we have an electric dog collar here that we strap on our necks and zap the fuck out of ourselves with it. So that's what I mean. And it hurts. I don't think, I think humans have more sensitive skin than dogs. So maybe it doesn't hurt a dog as much, but I would never use it on a dog. It hurts me too much. I would feel bad using it on a dog. So yeah, if you want to help.
Dogs are tougher, but I still wouldn't.
Dogs have tougher skin, but no, dogs are so nice. I would never zap a dog. All right. Let's do this.
I should turn off the goddamn internet.
When was the last time that the Drunken Peasants were drunk on the Drunken Peasants podcast?
I heard that. I'll answer it. I don't remember. Now, I don't drink that often now because I'm trying to lose weight. And alcohol is a lot of empty calories. So I just, yeah, I mean, we don't get drunk very often.
That was from Milgies. I can't pronounce it correctly.
I'm not saying it'll never happen again, but I don't plan on doing it anytime soon.
I do know the answer to that. I believe you got drunk election night, and I got drunk when I was home.
I wasn't drunk.
Oh. Well, I do remember being drunk.
Here you go, dudes. Y'all with pocket change should start throwing 2s and 3s years. It'll make you feel good helping the sweet boys.
Yes, Alex. Thank you very much. We need those 2s and 3s. Throw them. On my quarantine, when I was stuck at my house for the first time, I got drunk. And that was, I believe, sometime in October. So that's the last time there was drunken pissants. I can tell you that much. I'll tell you that much, Papa.
All right. Here's Trumpster Bob. That's one of our new people that we watch a lot. Trumpster Bob. Here he is.
What's going on, America? See, do you think the Democrats aren't watching my channel? Do you think that the media doesn't watch my channel?
I don't.
I'm the one that noticed the following. Since I'm the only one who's brought this live stream, how did it make it to the question of to the President of the United States, Donald Trump?
What?
Let's find out. I don't know how, but here's the question.
There are claims circulating in social media that Kamala Harris is not eligible to run for vice president because she was an anchor baby, I think. Do you or...
The question was, there's something circulating around social media, YouTube, and maybe elsewhere since I did the video, that Kamala Harris is not eligible to run for vice president because her parents were not born in America.
No.
She's an anchor baby.
Oh.
Can you definitively say whether or not Kamala Harris is eligible, meets the legal requirements to run as vice president?
So I just heard that. I heard it today that she doesn't meet the requirements. And by the way, the lawyer that wrote that piece is a very highly qualified, very talented.
Oh, he's doing Kamala Harris wasn't born in America thing.
This is from August?
Yeah. This is so lazy. It's so lazy to like whoever you don't like on the other side politically, if they're not white, you could just claim they weren't born in America.
She was born in New York City. She was born in America.
Are they talking about Kamala Harris, or are they talking about...
maybe someone's talking about someone. She was born in America, though. Her parents weren't. Her parents were from Jamaica and India, respectively.
India, yeah.
So they're saying because her parents weren't, that she can't be president.
But that's 100% wrong.
Wrong, 100%.
But I don't think I think he's implying that she's not from. He knows the rules,
and so do I.
Lawyer.
The lawyer that wrote that. So I got high-end lawyers watching my channel. Really? Man, I'm feeling on the high end of things right now.
You're definitely high on something.
He's thinking that nobody can come to the same stupid conclusion he did. So that a lawyer had to have seen his stupid conclusion on his small-ass channel. I love it. He is dumber than dog dick.
He is.
Okay, let's keep listening and watching.
I have no idea if that's right. I would have assumed the Democrats would have checked that out before she gets chosen to run for vice president. But that's a very serious. You're saying that they're saying that she doesn't qualify because she wasn't born in this country.
No, she was born in this country, but her parents did not. The claims say that her parents did not receive their permanent residence at that time.
I don't know about it. I just heard about it. I'll take a look.
Then he moves on to another question because he has not been given this information yet because, I don't know, one of his children didn't give him that message yet. Seriously? Look, she's not qualified because neither one of her parents were born here.
That's so dumb. There were plenty of presidents who had foreign parents.
Yeah, no, you're eligible as long as you're born in America. You're eligible to be president.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where your parents
It's nothing
are
to do
born.
with parents. The fact that you're saying that
That would mean Ted Cruz isn't eligible too.
Yeah, that makes me feel so much more confident when Trumpster Bob speaks that it's going to be dumber than dog shit.
I know.
I
It's
already knew it, but
Not that they weren't
Nice little
naturalized
chat.
yet. Her
What's up?
parents have to have been born here, at least
No.
one of them.
No.
It doesn't matter about
I know if we called him and tried to argue with him about this, he would just talk over us and just like say a bunch of dumb, stupid shit.
naturalized.
I think he's lonely because when
If
we
one
call
of
him,
your-
he puts up with a lot of our shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. Like, yeah, you're right.
Your parents was naturalized, or both your parents were naturalized into this country. You are not eligible to be president. Therefore, by law, you're not allowed to hold any position.
So is he saying both of your parents need to be born in the U.S.?
I think at one point he just said one of your parents has to be. I think that's what he just said, but
Yeah, that's so wrong.
still wrong.
It would launch you to become the president of this country. At least one of your parents have to have been born
No.
in the United States of America before you are legally eligible to become president.
No, you have to be natural.
Therefore,
born
you're not allowed
citizen
to
of
run
America.
for Speaker of the House
You have to
or vice president or any other position.
You can't
that would
run
launch
for
you to
Speaker of the House?
presidency.
You don't run for it. You're appointed for it after you're elected to Congress.
So you
you
can't-
run for Congress.
Yeah, you can run for Congress, but you can't be appointed to Speaker, right? Is that
You're
what-
appointed to Speaker. You're not.
But you can't be appointed if you're not a natural born citizen then?
You, no, I don't believe you can be Speaker unless you're eligible
to be president.
I don't know. It is technically third in line.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know about that. That's a specific nuance. Maybe someone can look that up. But yeah, I mean, so you get elected to Congress, and then you're like appointed Speaker by Congress, which they're doing with Nancy Pelosi again. She's like 80 fucking years old, so they're keeping her around. I'm like, get somebody else.
And that's the law. Thank God, that's the bottom line. So
You're
look
stupid as
forward to Kamala Harris being out as vice president and Condoleezza Rice running as vice president.
Condoleezza Rice? What the fuck?
Condoleezza Rice.
Unfortunately, because Kamala Harris would be easier to beat than Condoleezza Rice.
Why would Condoleezza Rice run as a Democrat?
Well,
She's been a Republican. I mean, like, I don't know. But either way, I don't think she's interested in running for vice president.
I think he's assuming that the Republicans can just run for vice president since Kamala's not allowed, but she is.
Yeah.
But in his fucking mind, Condoleezza Rice gonna pick up the pieces.
However, I am the only one that brought this to social media before.
Because you're wrong. It's because you're dumb as fuck. I mean, like, you're so dumb that not even other Trump tards got it wrong.
When did he bring this to social media? Because this video's from August.
I think this is recent. I don't know. Like,
This video is post-election, the Trumpster Bob video.
Right.
But the YouTube
well, now
video,
he's like, she can't be vice president.
because her parents.
This is why.
Her parents aren't natural-born Americans.
Anybody else? I'm the first one that did a video on this fact. And it's already been asked to the president. So thank you and God bless America. And I will catch you all.
Yeah,
on the
earlier
next
when you were like 70 million
go-around
people vote for
with
Trump, you're
Trumpster Bob.
dismissing them. Yeah,
Damn
these fucking idiots. Yeah.
Well, if 70 million people are like Trumpster Bob, then we're really
Not
in
all
trouble.
70 million, but there's a lot of them. There's a lot like this. I've seen so many examples.
There's 70 million people who saw Trump get coronavirus, run around,
I know, that's
say he
what I'm
can
saying.
cough and kiss people,
I know.
and they still thought he was a good choice to run the country.
That's what I'm saying. Fuck them. I don't give a shit what they think. They're dumb as fuck.
Well,
All right.
they're just as entitled to
I don't care.
everything we are, and that's the scary part.
I don't care.
I had a quick next door neighbor, and I asked him this several years ago.
What the fuck is this guy doing with the suspenders?
I said, well,
Is
if anybody tries to come in or,
is this
or
Kalo?
do something to me, I'm going to protect myself. And he was telling me he doesn't even have a firearm. I'm like, you don't have any firearm? He's a retired Air Force, and he doesn't even have one firearm.
They have KJV on their hat. That means King James Version.
And I said, well, what happens if they break into your house and they start taking your TV or your other possessions or something? He goes, I'm just going to let them take it. I said, okay, that's fine. What happens when they want to take your life? He didn't have an answer for that. I'm like, what happens if they want to take your wife's life? He didn't have an answer for that.
Look, man, if I see
can't
someone
believe
like this come into my house with a gun, I have their gun. I'm going to walk up and take the fucking gun out of his hand and kick his ass. I'm going to pistol whip him. I'm not afraid of these fucking goobers. If this Sheldon Turtle fucking fellow with the red suspenders walks in with a gun, I'm going to box his titties, take his gun, pistol whip him, kick him ass first out my front door.
These people
If
don't
you have
won't
a
even
gun, I have a gun.
defend themselves or defend their wives.
You know, it's an interesting dilemma that you bring up because, now, I'll be honest.
This is Kalo? That's what I just said. Nobody listens to me ever.
I'm sorry.
It's all good. I'm just saying as a joke that nobody listens to me. Everybody listens to me. I'm so sweet. Anyways, yeah, it's fucking Kalo. I'm
With,
cracking up
if
over here.
someone
Looks like he
broke
got a
into
job as a broker at Kentucky Fried Chicken.
The red suspenders, though.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. That's
You think he's a white supremacist?
he just needs camo pants.
He fits the bill of a white supremacist. You know, someone who wouldn't even be like top 10% of a room full of white people, let alone the entire world. This is not the best white people have to offer. Why do they think they're better than other races? You fucking goofs.
My family, I have a severe moral dilemma that I really don't know what I would do. Like, do I grab
severe
a
moral
357
dilemma?
Magnum,
It's Christian
a 9
Kalo.
millimeter, an AK, a 12
Right.
gauge, a 20 gauge? Do I shoot them with a 22 long rifle 100 times?
That's a good dilemma to have. That is a great.
Remember when Kalo just turned into a boob?
Yeah.
He disappeared and then there was just like a boob.
Yeah, CGI was like, by the way, he's a titty. This is a good dilemma to have. Yeah, you know, the dilemma I have, if someone comes to my house, which gun do I shoot him with? Dude, you fucking goober. I'm going to take your gun, I'm going to take your wife, and I'm going to do it all legally.
Only dilemma that matters. That is the only dilemma that
You know, the
matters.
Bible says a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. That means you want to have more than 2 guns to decide from, because that way you're sort of like...
Or a double-barreled shotgun.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying.
Their father's son, right?
Hallelujah! Glory to God!
That's right.
Woo!
Gross people, dude. Glory
I
to
like
God.
to shoot guns a lot, and Jesus is cool, right? Yeah, cool.
We want to stop the recount, but we also want to recount.
Okay, at the same time, you want a recount and to stop the recount.
Because, I mean, you know, some states, you know, we're ahead, so we know it's like, all right, stop counting while we're ahead. And then other states, you know, we want to, we're behind, so, you know, that it obviously needs a recount.
He's joking,
So,
right?
wherever
No.
you are behind, you need a recount over there, and like wherever you lead, like you need to keep counting the votes. Isn't it sort of like biased?
No. What? I mean, no, the liberal media is biased.
Yes.
We're,
is biased.
we just want our president, America. Democrats did bad things, 1800s, racist,
70,000.
walk away.
70,000, we should just put on a fucking space shuttle and shoot into space.
Democrats did bad things 1800. That was his argument.
Yeah.
President America. We just want our president America. Democrats do bad things 1800. Walk away. He's a fucking idiot.
Clinton,
Did I say 70,000? I meant 70 million.
Nancy Pelosi, and you know, trust the plan. Do your own research. You know what I mean?
Thank you very much.
Thank
But
you.
We're not stupid.
Donald Trump is a genius. That's what the J stands for.
I don't know. Seems acted out.
No, this can't be real.
I don't know.
This can't
yeah,
be real.
It might be acted out.
This
I don't
is
know.
not. This is not real.
But there were legitimately people that were like, stop counting where we're winning and start counting where we're.
Well,
you know
they
what
were
I mean.
definitely doing that, but
My brain got
Donald Trump is a genius.
discombobulated.
That's what the J stands for.
Yeah,
Holy shit,
that's when it
dude.
crossed the line, and I'm like,
This is too. This is too. I'm saying it. I'm calling it right now. This is real. This is real.
No, I don't think so. I'm not sure about that.
Do you have the troll animation queued up? Is there any more to this video?
No, I think that's it.
Oh God.
What's this? Oh,
fear
shit.
of this coronavirus is faith in its ability to hurt you or kill you. The fear of what are we going to do? I'm getting laid off at work. Hey, your job's not your source. If it is, you're in trouble. Jesus is your source. Whatever you do right now, don't you stop tithing. Don't you stop sowing offerings. Well, they won't let us go to church. Well, email it in there, text give or something, but you get your tithe in that church.
Cash app for God.
If you have to go take it down there and drop it off and stick it under the door or something, you get that tithe in that church, you get that offering in that church, and then you go home and you do what
That's
we're supposed
pimping
to do.
right there. He's like, I don't care if you don't suck no dick today. You better cut your motherfucking ring finger off and sell that shit and give me my money. You better give me my money, hoe. Fuck you, dude. What a garbage human being. He looks like he just got done eating Gollum's leftovers.
He's got all kinds of makeup on. It's pretty scary.
Okay, I don't pray often because I don't believe in God. But on the off chance there is a God, dear Lord Jesus Christ, dear Lord, baby Jesus Christ, could you maybe one day just slap the fuck out of this guy on camera so I can watch? I would really enjoy seeing him just get the shit slapped out of himself by little baby Jesus. Amen. Let's see if this works. How long's a prayer usually take to work?
Never.
I guess I didn't pray before this video was recorded, so...
Hey, everybody. How's it going? I read something this morning that made me very angry. Perhaps I shouldn't be as angry as I am. Perhaps I'm being irrational and jumping to conclusions, but please do let me know. But this is the visceral gut feeling that I had when I read this article. Here it says the argument to tax work from home benefits. It says choosing to earn a living from home once the pandemic ends is a privilege that you should pay for, according to strategists from Deutsche Bank's AG research arm. Working from home.
Deutsche Bank.
It's Deutsche Bank.
The Deutsche Bank is like, you should be taxed for working from home. It's not enough that the companies that usually would have to pay.
Is it Douche Bank?
It's Deutsche Bank, of course.
It's Douche Bank?
It's Douche Bank. But they're saying that because you work from home that you have to be taxed for that privilege of working from home.
Part of the new normal
That's
well
fucked.
after the pandemic has passed. The strategist led by Luke Templeman wrote in a note, "We argue that remote workers should pay a tax for the privilege." The team proposed a 5% levy for those who work from home on a regular basis, and not because of a government lockdown mandate. Such a measure could raise $48 billion a year in the United States, and about 16 billion euros, $18.8 billion in Germany, they say, to fund subsidies for low-income earners and essential workers who are unable to work remotely. Deutsche Bank Research undertook a survey to examine the major global shift towards remote work that occurred as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, which may endure as professionals discover financial, personal, and professional benefits of the change. According to the results, more than half of those working remotely want to continue doing so for between 2 and 3 days a week, even after the health crisis ends. A survey of 800 people was conducted in September. Working in the comfort of one's own home saves money on travel, lunch, and socializing, according to Deutsche Bank Research, and offers greater job security and flexibility, the strategist said. Yet, people who are working remotely are also contributing less to the infrastructure of the economy, potentially extending the slump in national growth. That's a big problem for the economy, as it's taken decades and centuries to build up the wider business's economic infrastructure that supports face-to-face working, Templeman said. The proposed levy would be paid by the employer if they don't provide their employee with a desk, whereas if the worker decides to stay home based on their own needs, they would be taxed for each day they work remotely, according to Deutsche Bank research. In the U.S., the strategists calculate such a tax could pay for a $1,500 grant to the 29 million workers making under $30,000 a year and unable to work from home. It does make sense to support the mass of people who have been suddenly displaced by forces outside their control, Templeman said. Those who are lucky enough to be in a position to disconnect themselves from the face-to-face economy owe it to them. Here is why when I read this, my hand was like literally just shaking and vibrating with rage. So let's just talk about the United States and the taxes that you usually pay here. You know, that once the average everyday worker has their federal taxes, state or city taxes, their Social Security, Medicare, and everything else taken out, that's somewhere around 30 to 40% of their pay. So right off the top, 30 to 40% of their pay is already just going straight to the government. Do keep in mind that Social Security is mostly a Ponzi scheme that most of us young people realize when we turn 60 or 80 is probably not.
I don't fully agree with that.
Be there for us, and Medicare is health care for the elderly.
It might
crumble,
for all,
meaning that those two sections of taxes are already taxes that
it's over the last 30 years they've started to really
either
attack
will not receive for the next 30 to 40 years.
A lot of those
or
Ponzi
will likely
schemes
never
were
receive once it goes
taking
bankrupt.
money out of these funds that were supposed to go towards 401k, Social Security, retirement, and emptying them. So there is a whole lot of problem with it. We could see a break in it. By its design, it might be.
I think that's something that the right has been using for a long time to spread fear, but there's no indication that it's running out.
When you buy something, depending on which state you live in, you may have a sales tax. 4 to 8% or so every time you purchase something is going to go to your sales tax. If you own a home, depending on the type of home you own and depending on the state that you live in, you may be paying $2,600 to $20,000 a year to have a home after you pay.
Yeah, I just looked it up here. Just like, this is from AARP.
As long as workers and employers pay payroll taxes, Social Security will not run out of money. For decades, it collected more than it paid out, building a surplus of $29 trillion by the end of 2019. Okay, good.
Pay the $100,000 to $1 million to buy it, you're going to now pay somewhere between $2,000 and $20,000 a year in rent and taxes to your local government. But that is not enough. That means that you're not contributing to your local economy. You're not contributing. That's the way that it's phrased in this article. It says, those who are lucky enough to be in a position owe it to them. Tell me more. Just tell me more. So here's the way this works. When you get paid, you're going to be taxed somewhere between 30 to 40%. In order to maintain the home that you supposedly own, you're going to pay $10,000 a year. And if you choose, after paying $500,000 for that home, after paying $10,000 a year in tax, after giving 30 to 40% of your salary...
So I don't agree Social Security is a Ponzi scheme, and I'm pretty sure I'll get it when I retire. There's nothing indicating anywhere soon that Social Security money is going to run out. There'd have to be some catastrophic issue with our economy where people can't pay taxes anymore, and then it would run out because it's not getting paid into. I don't like paying taxes, but I realize like a lot of my taxes go towards things that are good. Some of the things I wish I could have a say in what my tax money went towards. Like none of it would go to the military, and like almost all of it would go to infrastructure and things like, you know, protecting the environment and public transit and that kind of shit, which is something we pay for a lot here.
Yeah.
Like anywhere else I've ever lived, to get the plates on my car, like the sticker on the plates of my car, once a year, it was like $40. But here it's like relative to the value of your car. So like I've paid hundreds.
I paid $300 just last month for mine.
Yeah.
Well over 300.
Yeah, like my car was like relatively new when I first moved here. It cost me almost $600 to register it the first time.
Yeah.
And that money goes towards like the public transportation. It's
it goes
funny.
Towards a lot of stuff.
Well, the majority of it is the RTA tax. It's like that's a big part of it. That's why when what's his name,
Tim
Eyman got it on the ballot to where people were voting for $30 registrations, and it did pass, but then it went to court and they struck it down, which is crazy. It's like I was kind of hoping for it. I was like, man, that would be cool, but. You know, then who's going to build the train? You know,
Yeah.
So I get it.
It's
I accept having to pay higher taxes for higher quality of life. If COVID, I mean, like when COVID wasn't going on, it was cool. Like I'd say there was a high quality of life, like higher quality of life than most places I've lived here, and I think a lot of that has to do with the government building essential things. And keeping the road. This is the nicest, like, not just this area, but most of this area, nicest roads of any, like, large city I've ever lived in, too. Like, nothing's all, like, man, my hometown's, like, pothole city.
I bet.
A lot of that has to do with, like, the colder weather, though, too, and the plows will, like, dig up the road, but they don't fix it.
When I moved into my new neighborhood, we had the worst pothole.
One pothole?
Well, it's like this road had a huge pothole that I had to go to get home, and within a week they fixed it. So I think that that just because of that, like that we're doing a good job.
A lot of the streets in Toledo originally were brick, but they've been paved over for like 50 years now, and sometimes the potholes will get so big that you can see like the brick, like at the bottom of it. We'll go to something else here.
Testicles are worth about $50,000.
Why?
I will sell
Do
my
people
testicles.
eat 'em?
I don't. Yeah. Who wants to buy some testes?
There we go.
Individual situation. Check out the beautiful asshole.
The individual Brett Keane segment situation.
Trump said he would leave the country if he lost after 4 years of unvarnished truth. I think I can trust him on this. The robot chicken MLP says. I think.
Oh, he said he would leave if he lost.
I think he might have to leave, just so that he doesn't get arrested.
I don't see that happening.
Yeah.
I don't know though if there's things he did that we don't know about. Like if we find out there are like horrible, treacherous type things he did as president and we find out later, then yeah, I mean, if Joe Biden is president, he's not going to pardon him.
Yeah.
So that is pretty bad for him. And we do know he has a reputation for having done that kind of stuff too, so it's not out of the question.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's see what the world's most intelligent political analyst, Brett Keane, has to say about the whole thing.
Bretuary Keenanisms. Took a dump in a vodka glass.
That's not me, that's someone else.
The boogeyman of the internet. Let's go.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brett Keane, and I am AKA the boogeyman of the internet.
That's not how you say it. You have to say, hi, hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brett Keane, AKA the boogeyman of the internet. Let's listen to this.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brett Keane, and I am AKA the boogeyman of the internet.
Yeah, you don't need to put, and I am AKA the boogeyman. That doesn't make any sense. It's so nonsensical, I forgot what you had said. So, yeah.
Hi, I'm Brett Keane, and I am AKA.
Maybe AKA.
I am AKA.
Let's just call him AKA the boogeyman of the internet, because that's his name.
Maybe AKA is short for something, like always kind of angry.
He spells boogeyman different twice on this screen here. You see that?
I see one boogeyman. Where's the second boogeyman?
In the search box on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Boogeyman cover. Gotta get the
Let's take a listen to
Boogeyman
something here real
cover.
quick, folks.
Sources tell CNN that top aides are suggesting that the defeated President Trump, hold rallies to drum up bogus conspiracies about election fraud.
The GOP keeps spreading completely unsubstantiated claims of voter fraud.
The Attorney General now telling federal prosecutors to look into those unsubstantiated
I am AKA the boogeyman of the internet.
claims of voter fraud.
There is no evidence of widespread voter fraud. No evidence of widespread flaws in the mail-in voting process.
Does Brett have some evidence?
Bogus conspiracy theories, completely unsubstantiated claims of voter fraud. They say it again and again, but what exactly are they talking about? They won't tell you, so we're going to tell you. Right now, fewer than 15,000 votes separate Donald Trump from Joe Biden in the state of Georgia. It's close enough that it's worth getting specific about what happened there. And Georgia Secretary of State has now confirmed there will be a hand recount of all votes cast in Georgia. Among those votes, auditors will find a ballot cast by a woman called Deborah Jean Christensen. It'd be hard to find anyone who's got a bad word to say about Deborah Jean Christensen. She was well known in her community for years as a bird watcher, an avid gardener, a committed fan of the Georgia Bulldogs. Those who knew her were sad when she died last May, and they might be surprised to learn that even after her death, Deborah Jean Christensen still managed to register to vote and then cast a ballot, presumably for Joe Biden. In some ways, it's an inspiring story, the triumph of voting over death. And no one quite embodies...
Yeah, see, Tucker has dropped this now. It's funny how he was doing it for a couple days, and now it's
that
not...
story, like James Blaylock of Covington, Georgia. Mr. Blaylock was a mailman for 33 years until he passed away in 2006. 14 years later, according to state records, he was still mailing things. James Blaylock cast a ballot in last week's election. How did he do that? It might be worth asking the New York Times. Maybe James Blaylock was just one of those extraordinary mail carriers. Neither rain, nor snow, nor gloom of night, nor even death itself could keep him from the mail. In his case, maybe voting from the grave wasn't really fraud, it was just commitment. Okay, but what about Linda Kessler of Nicholson, Georgia? Linda Kessler died in 2003. 17 years later, she was still voting in presidential elections. Edward Swinott of Trenton, Georgia, spent his life working construction and teaching school. In his spare time, he loved bluegrass music. According to
I
those
wonder
who knew
if
him,
all
he played
these
multiple
situations were people with the same name, and that's why.
Yeah, a lot of those.
That's what a lot of them were.
Yep.
And so I wonder if that's why he's backing down from this.
And some they were just outright wrong about.
That enjoyed jam sessions. When he died 5 years ago at the age of 82, it seemed like he was gone from this world for good. But no, last week he voted for president.
I'm waiting for Brett Keane. You know what? This is kind of like Brett Keane's old streams where he'd just get people to run the stream for him while he'd go and like smoke a cigarette and take a shit.
Nice.
You know, he'd like leave for like 20 minutes.
He's a real entrepreneur.
I'll go have a cigarette out on my jack.
And he wasn't the only one. On your screen right now, you will see the names of other deceased voters. Every one of them played a role in last week's presidential election. As of tonight, there aren't enough of them to alter the outcome. That could change as we learn more. But for the moment, the point is, they exist. They are
You think
dead, but they voted
voters
anyway.
is bad? There was a dead candidate that won an election this election cycle. A dead guy got voted in. Now, when he started running, he wasn't dead. He died of coronavirus, I believe, and they still voted him in. He died like a week before. That's the story there. They had a dead guy get elected, not the dead voters. If a dead guy can get elected, who cares about dead voters?
The question is, how did they do that? How exactly did they cast their ballots? And the short answer is, by mail. Dead people tend to vote more often when you make it easier for them to vote. They're like any other group. And this year we made it much easier for the dead to vote. States sent ballots and registration forms to millions of people totally unsolicited. The pretext was COVID.
Barbara
We had to
Bush
do this for public health.
Barbara Bush voted in 2020? Is that the Barbara Bush?
George Bush has a daughter named Barbara Bush.
But this is a dead Barbara Bush, it says.
What do you mean? Who
dead
says
voters in this election on the screen? James Blaylock, 2006. Barbara Bush, 2020.
I don't believe this. Like, what? These are just words on a screen. What is...
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently, the dead got out of their graves and began voting. But it's not just that. Apparently, the software that was meant to count all the votes was glitched as well. Literally, millions of votes have come back for Donald Trump, where they originally glitched.
Millions?
All for Joe Biden.
No.
Strange how that fucking happens. Because computers and software, they tend to do exactly what they're programmed to do. Computers don't come to life like Terminator or some kind of AI intelligence like you see in the movie.
I mean, they're getting closer to that.
And decide that they want to vote for certain people or create Terminators that they'll send back in time in order to kill people that you don't like. That's not reality, ladies and gentlemen. And in reality, dead people don't have the ability to vote either. Dead people don't know shit and can't do shit because, well, they're fucking dead. Will this matter? All the mainstream media is saying that it's all bullshit, it's all nonsense. Anytime Donald Trump ever did anything wrong, they made sure that they exaggerated it and made fucking mountains out of molehills. They lied every
Molehills?
Molehills.
Mountains out of molehills.
Isn't Mohill the guy who sings
Mohill?
The Oscar?
No.
It's not Mohill Summers?
No, it's Mo-El Summers.
Oh.
Time whenever it was for liberals and Democrats, I referred to them as liberal propaganda because that's what they were doing. They weren't reporting the news. They were activists for the Democrats. So we have all the information, and as always for the past 5 years, evidence after evidence has been shown towards criminal actions of Democrats and liberals. But the real question that we have to ask ourselves is, do the Republicans actually have the balls and the dick to do something about it? There's Republicans.
What if we only have one or the other?
That have turned against Donald Trump, who are betraying him as we speak. I actually did a video about it over in BitChute. They stabbed him in the back. And the ones that are claiming that he helped them to be able to get re-put into their seats and retake their jobs, they're not doing anything. Lindsey Graham says he'll take $500,000 that a bunch of other people gave him and give it over to Donald Trump.
This is seemingly crazy.
Trump's lawyers.
Seemingly.
But what will the lawyers do? What will the court systems do? I mean, Donald Trump put 3 Supreme Court judges into their position, and none of them cared about the abortion issue whatsoever. If our judges don't even care enough about babies dying, and
It's not even how much. That's not their job to do what they care about. It's their job to interpret the Constitution.
It's nice to know Amy Coney Barrett is anti-abortion but pro-death penalty.
She's not anti. She's probably personally anti-abortion.
Yeah,
but that's not her job to do. To like make judgments based on her personal beliefs.
He's being murdered. Then why the fuck would they care which president actually gets put in? I mean, it's not like they're going to lose their job if they just stick their nose in the air and say, fuck Donald Trump. What has Brett Kavanaugh done? Has anybody heard anything about what Brett Kavanaugh did? Even though Donald Trump stood through with him, where all the other Republicans went all
What's
dead
he gonna
quiet,
do?
give a rat's ass about what happened.
They have to have a case brought before them to do anything. They can't just like create a new case to rule on.
That man's life and his family. Unfortunately, apparently none of them have any honor or loyalty because they're not going to do shit about it.
You don't understand any of this shit.
See, they got all
If
these
he
crimes,
did,
but AG
he wouldn't
Bart
have the beliefs he has.
No, I mean, people can understand the system better and still have different beliefs than me. He doesn't understand any of it. Like, he does not even understand how it works.
doesn't do anything. The Republicans don't do anything about it. I mean, look at the censorship problem. The Republicans, they get these CEOs on television because they can't even be bothered to come to the hearings, and then they just yell at them, and they don't ever do anything about it.
They can't do very much about it. These are private companies. The government can't just stop the way people handle their companies privately.
So will they do anything about the votes? I mean, they supposedly have got Hillary Clinton.
I mean, they can technically, but it won't be easy. It's not something they can just like do. They have to like make it happen through law.
Yeah.
Joe Biden and Obama's hand caught in the cookie jar when it comes to spying and creating false visas, but they didn't do anything about that. And that was a much major fucking worse thing than just some fucking stupid mail-in ballots. And we all knew it was going to happen too, but Donald Trump didn't do shit about it. He knew about it. He knew it was happening. He spoke about the same issue before he even became president. The point is, ladies and gentlemen, is there's absolutely no reason why we should put any faith or trust in the government. And my ability to put faith in the...
Tell them to stop sending you your SSI checks then.
Donald Trump has been knocked down majorly. It's like he knows the shit's there. He knows there's a problem, but he doesn't do anything about it. He talks about it. He talks and talks, but nothing gets done. And Joe Biden, of course, 50 years of being a politician, and he's never done anything fucking useful at all. And neither has Hillary Clinton.
Why are we talking about Hillary Clinton? She's not even relevant now.
She didn't do anything useful as the senator of New York.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. But I'm saying, like, she's not even in the picture anymore. Like, she's done.
Yeah.
She's out of politics.
I realize that we live in a country where a bunch of rich
she might be around a medal from time to time, but she's not she's not as influential as she used to be.
People are just simply taking our money and using it for whatever the hell they want. These assholes are having fancy dinners. They're buying fancy cars. They got big, beautiful homes that they build huge walls around to protect themselves from the outside community. Yet tell us we're immoral if we want protection around our fucking houses and homes in our country.
What are you talking about?
I just had it, ladies and gentlemen. I fucking had it. And I'm tired of this. I'd given up on the government long ago. And now I think I'm back to that.
Poor Brett.
Why should I even bother having hope in it? All right, ladies and gentlemen. 7 p.m. tonight, I'm going to be going into Will Kincaid and John Cascilla's podcast. You can go over to
Total
the,
waste of
thing.
time.
The comments will have a link in it. Also, if you'd like to get me a gift or do some donating and shit, buy me some coffee. There's links in the description.
Buy Brett a
At 7 p.m.
coffee.
Central tomorrow, I'm going to be opening my own podcast. And if there's any Christians out there who feel like I'm incorrect or inaccurate about my theology and my views and ideas and philosophy.
See, now he's starting to debate Christians.
There's a question.
He has
It's
like
a bra.
no actual convictions. He's like he just switches them around, hoping to get more attention. That's what it's all about.
So he's like Trump with Russia? No actual convictions?
Other people I could speak of, I'm always willing to listen and I'm open-minded. If you can correct me and show me that I am in the wrong, I will listen. But $10 says none of you fucking cowardly weaklings will show up and say a damn word. Because
$10
you know and I know.
No one's going to show up because no one watches.
I'm right and you're wrong. So fuck you, bye.
I'm right, you're wrong, fuck you, bye. Brett's got it. He's still got it, man. Well, that guy's never going to lose his edge, is he?
You know, I pulled this up and watched it. This is a video we made years ago that I put out to like tease some of the content on our Patreon, and it's kind of hilarious. Now watching it, I'm like, oh my God. I'll show it to you. Oh, it's slowed down.
Joe, do you know who the fictional author's name is in Into the Mouth of Madness?
It escapes me. I don't know.
H.T. Rooker?
Think of the scene with the dude who's got the axe and he's about to bury the axe and he's like, "Do you read blank?"
David Snickets?
I can't say that.
It's Sutter Kane.
Oh, Sutter Kane? Yeah, I knew
Do
that.
you read Sutter Kane?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Do you read Sutter Kane?
Do you read Sutter Kane?
I never actually seen
There's a
the movie.
college
I fell
football
asleep trying to
category on Jeopardy.
Oh,
It's Ohio State. The answer to this one's Ohio State.
Oh, look at
Yeah,
Ben.
I
He
knew
pulled
that.
The camera. He's seen this episode before. He's trying to
I've
make
never
himself
seen
look
it
like
before.
a genius. He pulled the camera out to
Death
record
Valley
himself.
is the home of the Tigers of this SEC team.
Rewriting the new Bible.
Well, Joey,
I'm
I
like
just want to call you back.
wasted here.
Do you guys all want to go get chicken wings right now?
Yeah, it's like drifting.
You guys are on your way to the venue. We're on our way to the Pro District. So.
Are you guys still in the motel with us?
Yeah, they're in the 12th floor.
Yeah, let's go get some food.
This is when Jeff and Joe play gay chicken with each other. What's gay? Can you explain what gay chicken is for anyone who doesn't know?
Gay chicken is when you and your other friend, probably
Same
similarly a
gender
straight
as
man.
you?
Yeah, straight man, same gender. You make advances towards each other until one of you backs away. I think right now there's the longest game of gay chicken is two friends from high school. They're currently married and they've adopted a couple kids, but it's looking like one of the guys is gonna break soon.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Come down and come grab us. Like, drag us out of this fucking.
Come in
bullshit
here.
room.
They're in room 803. I'm gonna go wash.
Docs.
Oh, I hung up on them.
Yeah, if you have a time machine, we were just
My hair
doxxed.
again.
Jurgen Prochnow.
Come, Mr. Billy.
Hold on. When's Joe show up?
I need a.
Oh yeah.
I just body slammed the dick pillow. I'm so tough.
I'm just drinking this whiskey all by
What are you guys
myself.
doing with this? Was this what you had the whiskey in?
Jeff was drinking he drank a whole bottle of whiskey by himself, and he was drinking it like wrapped in a paper bag.
He disappeared that night.
I know. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go get a burger. I'll be right back," and he never came
He was
back.
gone.
He didn't live there. That's. I'd be okay with that.
Stuffing them into the pajage.
Yeah. I mean, what else are you supposed to do with it? Same.
You know who's used to be really pretty?
Who's?
January Jones.
Who's January Jones?
She was the wife in Mad Men, the blonde. She played.
She's not pretty anymore.
Oh,
I
she
don't
was
know.
a
She probably
wife.
still is.
Yeah.
She played who's the fucking White Queen? She played the White
Emma
Queen.
Frost.
When does? Oh, here he is. Here he
Here's
is.
little baby Joey.
Yeah. 4 hours, I think. Something like that.
Joe will always win a game of gay chicken. See, watch this. Watch this. Hey, Joe, we should suck each other's dicks. Damn it, no, stop. Right.
Say what you mean, Bill.
Say what you mean, Bill.
Joe has a very strong libido.
No, he doesn't.
You're sitting gay style. This man.
He's sitting gay style.
Your bed's ruined now. You might want to trade rooms with me so I can get this sweet Pokemon action.
Nope.
You're right by the gym.
I don't give a fuck about your Pokemon. Yeah, I don't. I really don't care.
Remember what happened about that? Like, didn't you go? Because this is when we went to Portland for this Dick Masterson thing.
Yeah.
That he was doing. And you were in the park, and a Dick Masterson fan saw you there.
Yeah.
And what did he say?
He was like, okay, so he goes, what are you doing? I was like, I'm playing Pokemon Go. He was like, huh, fag? And I was like, yeah, no, it's a fad. He was like, no, I said fag. And I was like, I know what you said. You little bitch.
That was the guy who was like, yeah, everyone thinks Trump is an illegitimate president. No one has questioned the presidency of any other president more than Trump. I'm like, didn't Trump and a bunch of other people question Obama's legitimacy and said he wasn't born in the U.S.?
That was Trump's
and he was just kind of like,
politics.
He couldn't say shit.
Yeah.
To gross me up, Billy.
All right.
Do it. Oh! Farted on my dick and it was hot! God damn it!
I farted on Joe's dick.
It was hot.
I
That's
jizzed all
icky.
over it. That shit stank.
That's gay chicken cheat codes.
Stank dick.
Got stank dick.
Ew.
Gross.
I can't believe you haven't moved away from it.
It's so good.
This is.
Remember
when I farted outside
It
earlier?
seemed like it was gonna be really romantic, and then you just had to like fart and laugh.
Remember when we were in front of Mary's?
You know you're never supposed to fart on someone's balls.
Really?
You know that rule? Yeah.
Don't you dare!
Oh, I didn't know that.
Fart.
I didn't know
another
that.
man's balls.
We were at Mary's strip club earlier, and we walked outside of the strip club, and I let a really loud, roarious fart.
And I ate it.
And it was
Yeah,
outside, and
no,
Jeff walked through it like 20 seconds after I let it go, and it was
And
still
I ate
heavy.
it. Yeah,
Do you
no,
remember
and
when
I
it sat on
ate
my
it.
face?
And
Oh, yeah.
the second time you go to sit on my face, you.
Where's the gay chicken?
Dude, let's go shower.
You are not showering in my room.
Can we shower in your room?
I'm gonna fucking kill you, Joe.
We're all gonna go shower.
Joe,
Jeff
if
is
you end
ready.
up fucking naked in front of me, I'm gonna murder you, dude.
Let's go. We're all gonna go. We're all gonna go shower in your room.
No.
Just calm the fuck down.
You're such a homophobe.
Jesus Christ.
I'm a Joe-ophobe. Don't do it.
Guys, just
Don't do it. Don't do it.
That's all I want to hear.
That's Joe's wearing his
Don't
Bill
do it.
shirt
I have weapons.
because he loves me.
You can't keep us from loving.
Why are you so?
Don't do it. You fucking disgusting motherfucker.
Am I the only? Are Jeff and Joe about to fuck?
I don't know. This is so ridiculously
Jeff
bad.
pulling his boots off. This is serious.
I'm pulling my boots off.
In the shower.
You know I'm filming this, right?
You know what? Fuck you. You did this.
Close the door and lock it. Then I don't.
Close the door and lock it.
Go ahead.
Sorry, it's cold. I told you.
Go ahead. Go in there.
Now you've
Come
given
on,
him
buddy. You're already
consent.
halfway there, right?
You know what?
Lather him up.
You know what? You don't even get to watch. Fuck you.
It didn't. Yeah, Joe's like, dude, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
There it is.
Yep.
Joe lost the gay chicken.
Yeah.
Jeff won the gay chicken.
Jeff's got cheat codes though.
Jeff shut the door and Joe's like,
Because he actually does the gay stuff.
Yeah. Jeff thinks gay chicken is finger licking good.
"What are
Yeah.
you doing, dude? Open the fucking door."
Oh yeah. Are Joe's clothes?
This
out in the
trail of
hallway?
tears.
Fine.
Are you guys naked?
You can come watch us bathe naked.
Gayfabe shut off.
I don't think watching you and coming are gonna happen, honestly.
Gayfabe shut off the second the door shut. Joe was like, "What are you doing? This is gay."
What are you doing, dude? It's too much.
Joe needs a direct connection to a
Ben, why are you
camera to
making this
continue his.
awkward?
his
if the
act.
camera was there, he would have
Yeah.
kept doing it. That's weird. He needs the camera to keep acting that way.
Because then he's on stage.
It's like Superman in the sun or whatever.
Being off camera is Joe's kryptonite.
You gotta come in.
I don't want no.
You gotta get a shot from here.
No.
This awkward.
We can't put this on fucking.
Jeff is fucking naked. Jesus Christ. Look at they're naked. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. Yeah. So. Yeah.
DP
That video's on the channel, by the way.
Underground.
It's out there. So if you find it.
Naked stuff.
Amongst hundreds of videos.
It's dirty. It's icky.
62%. We're almost at the first zap.
Yes. It's looking like we are going to have to push very hard an entire baby out of our uterus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're going to have to give birth to an entire baby to make
How
this
do you
work.
pluralize uterus? Is it
Uteri?
Is it uteri or uteruses?
I think it's UTI.
UTI? Let's watch here's a promo for Actual Mania.
Captain's log, starting November 21st, 2020. Hello, people. It is I, Christine Weston Chandler, the true and honest creator of Sonichu. I'm here, and y'all are there. So, Trumpster Bob, Wild Bill, Brett Keane, and Von Helton. Nobody seems to believe me about the dimensional merge, but I think you guys are all the proof I need, because y'all are clearly from alternate realities. Especially you, Brett,
Realities.
looking like some alien monstrosity, and you make me look not lazy. I have more teeth and more balls than you and Von Helton combined, you fatty fat. Bob, you lesbian-hating old Trump fan, I dare you to grab me by my God-given pussy. Same with you, Bill. Y'all just don't know what a real lady is like. And Von Helton, your Elder Scroll is no match for my Sonichu medallion, you goddamn creepy old pagan cape-wearing nigger.
Oh, and good thing it ended there, huh?
Yeah, not cool. Not cool.
Jared Genesis made this too. I guess his camera wasn't working because you know how he always had those technical issues.
Yeah.
How's it going, y'all? It's your boy Alpha Genesis again. Oh shit, is my camera not working? Whatever. So big shock here that stupid atheist Egghead doesn't like Jews. All these atheists know how to do is attack other people, and it's just sad. They remind me of Chris, the 30-year-old boomer. In fact, they're probably one of his stock accounts. Anyway, Mickey Richards, bro, you really need to clean your car. And also, why do you drink 18-year-old beer? 18 years old is too old, do you know what I'm saying? Kalo, I don't know who you are, but you're way cooler than that creator, dude. These guys like Billy the Fridge and Egghead, they're way below you.
They're simps, bro.
Anyway, I'll kick your ass as an actual mania next week and own you harder than I owned Shabisky when I made him stream porn.
J is for genius.
True. Tropical shot for J is for genius.
J is for jeans, superior jeans.
J,
as
Jared
in Levi's.
Genius. Jared Genius over here calling out the home team. No, fuck you, Jared. You're going down. You're going down.
Actual media.
Yeah. I like getting these promos from the contestants.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
nice. It'd be amazing.
Maybe I'll see if Gail has a promo to cut too. Yeah, this is happening. This is happening a week from
Yesterday.
Well, a week from yesterday.
This Friday. This coming Friday. Survivor Situation on Drunken Peasants podcast. DP Patreon. Good times. Yeah, those promos were great. It would be awesome if we had like one fan who was really good at doing impressions to do
If
these
only.
promos for us.
Yeah, instead of the
But,
real people.
Yeah, but I guess getting it from the real people is pretty cool too.
I I like this first Jared one. I'm gonna play it again because it's so good.
How's it going, y'all? It's your boy Jared Genesis here. So here's the deal. Apparently I'm teaming up with King Cobra JFS, the cool dude, and a couple other alpha males. Get some simps like Billy the Fridge and Egghead.
Not true.
Total beta male losers. I think they want me to be afraid of them, and it's really quite pathetic, bro. I mean, I just pity them. But, you know, it is what it is. You look at my channel, you see my martial arts videos. I don't think you guys want to step to me. I'll kick your asses, you know what I'm saying? I imagine you guys just sit around in your rooms all day. Or I guess for Egghead in your bathtub. You've really got to clean that shit up, bro. I mean, mine's clean since I never use it. Yeah. But anyway, just wanted to let you guys know what's up. Peace out, yo.
Peace out, yo. And that 18-year-old is too old line was hilarious.
Yes, that was good.
I died a little listening to that.
I got a little more here.
Wash your tub. Wash your tub. I think for the victory party, when Team Cringerweight beats Team Heavyweight, Egghead should make a big old batch of bathtub gin and send us all a bottle.
Clee disappear. Clee disappear. Clee disappear. Clee disappear.
For those of you watching the brand new influx of viewers, please like this stream
Thank
right
you,
now.
thank you.
If you can, click that like button. We will, in return, give you something even better to like.
10% more on the goal before I zap the shit out of my neck. You kind of feel it in your face a little bit, too, when it happens. I'm doing this shoulder dance right now.
Is that a shoulder dance, Ben?
It's fun. You do the same, and then you like go back and forth.
Are you trying to be the sexiest host right now?
I don't need to try.
I want to slow your roll a little bit.
No.
Doing too much.
Know your role.
You need
And
to chill.
slow your roll.
Chill, Benjamin. Chill. It's too much.
Here's Egghead literally just sent this to me, so I'm gonna play it.
Uh-oh.
Fridge and Egghead, they're way below you. They're sibs, bro. Anyway, I'll kick your ass as an actual meeting next week. And it harder than I own Chip Disney when I dated street porn.
Okay, so, oh my fucking god,
Is he orgasming?
Oh, what a bunch of bullshit. Are you?
All right, you know what to do. You know what to do with what we just heard there. And then add the fuck. Well, and then add the fuck me because
Fuck
there's
me.
there's so many times Egghead's been like fuck me, so you could do like fuck me.
Fuck me.
You fucking kidding me here? So wait a second. Wait, let me just get this straight real quick here. So when I said that, I said, why haven't you? I speak fast, you fucking moron. Jesus fucking Christ. And you want to talk about hitting Jews? Dude, look at the fucking yourself, dude. You're a fucking you're a fucking racist, you're a fucking piece of shit, you're a fucking pedophile, dude. Get that through your head. No one wants you on the fucking internet. Get out of the fucking way. You're blocking traffic. Get the fuck out of my goddamn way, for that title is mine, and we're going to destroy each and every single one of you. Actual mania, you fuck.
Is that like a tool you use to like file the dead skin off your feet? A petty file?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
He needs one for his nose up there. He's got like a little shit booger stain up here. Zap the balls. If we get to 900, I'll zap my balls.
Really? Dude, I remember you did that a long time ago, too.
Yeah.
Didn't Joe do it or something? Someone else did it.
Joey did, yeah.
You know what? I might have done it, too. All right. Wow. Zap the balls.
Boom, 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 boom.
So what? So if they get to So at 75, I'm zapping, and then at 100, I'm zapping. So then, and then if they add another 100 and make it 900, you're gonna zap your balls.
Mm-hmm. You're zapping at $600 and $800.
Yes.
And at $900, I'll zap my balls.
Dude, I'm glad that you're doing that after I zap my head and neck area.
I'm gonna work the shaft. Zap.
Oh man.
Canton.
Now I want to make it clear, this person, this individual that we're about to play a video from, I think he's a wonderful, totally entertaining, awesome guy. And I want to help because he loves making videos for people. I want to help raise awareness of him. So I recommend everyone go check out his channel and subscribe to him. And also, I saw him leaving some comments on some of our videos lately. So he's very happy about that. Here it is. Kevin
On
Joseph
the wheelchair drive 3.
Cakes.
See what I'm saying? Wheelchair, y'all.
Cookies. There's a weed shirt. Cookies is a brand of weed, I think.
Yeah. He's worn a few weed shirts.
I wonder if he smokes weed or if he just got the hookup.
I don't know.
He's Professor X. Professor Sex. Oh, no.
Be crazy if he ran into his TV and it just, like, fell.
I want to get him a new TV. It's so small.
See the wheelchair drive 3. So I'm pushing the chair right now.
He did. You know what? Someone needs to teach him how to live stream. Because then I bet he would make like super chats if people would be like, hey, take down one of your calendars and talk about it or whatever.
Yeah.
Whoa, I ain't made above to his TV.
I love him. He's so innocent and like he's such a nice guy.
I'm biting my tongue right now, and I see that the chat's already talking about it. I'm not gonna address it, guys.
What?
I'm not going there. I just let's keep watching him spin around in the chair.
Are you talking about the stains?
I'm talking about the beanbag stains. My guy's got a little bit of a piddle funk going. I don't want to talk about it. Poor guy's probably, he's got the Beanie Baby on deck.
And I pissed my pants, y'all.
Now I don't have to lose my hands. Look at this.
Yes.
Now I just pissed myself.
See this all? The wheelchair drive. The wheelchair drive 3.
The wheelchair. See that wheelchair, y'all? See that wheelchair cookies, y'all? Got the wheelchair and the cookies, y'all? A little cookie stain, y'all? This is not one of his porno videos. This is him just being a dude.
Yes, he does make adult content. We will not be linking those.
It's not hard to find if you're an enthusiast.
If you're an enthusiast?
If you're an enthusiast.
What was the one thing you watched about he like pretended to pee?
Oh, yeah. He was like standing over the toilet and he was looking into the camera like a animal might look at you when like it's in the wild and wants to see if you're a predator or not. He's looking at the camera like, and then he starts like shaking his dick a little bit over the toilet like he's going to pee, but he's like spins it towards you, spins it towards the toilet, spins it towards you, spins it towards the toilet. He's like, am I going to pee, y'all? Am I going to pee, y'all? I think he ends up squirting a little bit out. It was very strange. Very peculiar.
I'm afraid.
Very peculiar.
I'm afraid of that.
Good times. We all live in a yellow stained banana hammock.
Banana hammock, banana hammock. Trying to find what to do next. Let's do this.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
those of you in the fan chat, send some questions our way. We will answer them.
If there's some questions in the free chat, I'll look over if we don't get enough of the fan chat. But fan chat takes precedence. Low Energy Video says, Oni, I'm awake for this once. Fuck, I can't think of anything. Oh, no. Colton says, still waiting for your promo, Billy? The answer to that question is yes, Colton, you are still waiting for my promo.
Wow.
What is your favorite Merfolk magic card? What's that? Lord of Atlantis? 2/2 for 2 blue. Gives
Lord
plus
of the
1, plus 1
Dance.
to all of their Merfolks. Quality 2 drop, Merfolk. What color is your sock? I got black socks with little gray
They meant
toe
to say
tips.
they meant to say sack.
Sack. What color is your sack? Upcoming guest. Who do you have in the pipeline? We're gonna have the regular occurrence back. Obviously, Hannibal and Monty will be back soon.
Yeah, this time of year things kind of slow down with guests. I'm gonna start booking for next month to try to get some new people in. That's just something we're gonna have to brainstorm on. This month I was really busy with a lot of other stuff, so I didn't get to book as many guests as usual. But I think we've kind of shown that we can do it just us if we need to.
We're definitely got some people lined up. I talked to Casey Tron in DMs, but she hasn't contacted back yet. We're going to try and get her back on because she's always a hoot and a holler. She's been blowing up on Twitch, having fun over there. I've been watching a bit of that. We'll be on Twitch for an after show. Usually we try and do Tuesday after shows on Twitch.
I think we'll probably do a whole episode there pretty soon too.
Yeah. I do Twitch myself, Billy the Fridge on Twitch. Ian in the fan chat says, Billy, no offense, but you look like you need some sun or some vitamin D. Probably, but also there's like literally 3 lights directly pointed at me.
Yeah, they're like bright lights.
And I think the way the camera hits, it picks up extra white on my face. Ben's got a little bit of a blocker with the big screens that kind of give him
4 of them.
Yeah, 4 big screens in front of him, so he's got a little bit of a shade.
I have that
from
light
there.
right there.
Yeah. So I think the lighting is pretty bright, but I could probably use some sun. I don't care though.
We don't get a lot of sun in Seattle this time of year anyway. Today was actually a rare sunny day here. And you're probably not going to get much of a tan here from the sun in late November.
Mutiny says, would you fight me in an MMA match? I have also lost 100 pounds over this year by taking martial arts. We can call it the Battle of the Losers.
I don't
Where
know.
are you at, Mutiny?
You're really considering fighting this person?
I don't know. If we can get some money. We can make some money.
In Virginia?
In Virginia? Yeah, I'm
Penis,
not going to
penis,
Virginia.
penis, 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 penis.
I mean, in like
Donate
the
people. Also,
Thank
I've
you.
been a sad Sarah because of depression the last couple days. Starting to feel a little since the afternoon, though.
Sorry. Yeah, I get SADS, seasonal affective disorder. So this time of year it gets pretty bad.
I'm glad that you're here with us right now, Carp, and thanks for showing some love to us right now.
I don't see
penis.
I don't think like having a fight, you want to be able to have a crowd and sell tickets to it to make the money, and then of course, you can stream it live and make money that way on pay-per-view, but you'd probably want to train for something like that anyway, right?
Yeah,
So
we'd have time to set it up.
I would say give you guys like 60, to really be serious about a real fight, you would want to train for like 6 to 9 months.
The problem is like fighting Mutiny, like who's going to want to watch that?
People would watch you in a fight.
Yeah, so like that's at this point, I'm the one bringing all the money to the table. What do I get out of it, Mutiny? Just kick your ass, get a little cash? I don't know, man.
Oh, my God. Normally, the way a fight works is like there's a purse, and the winner gets like 90% of it, and the loser gets like
I'm not gonna go up for a possible 10% payout.
Then
I need
win.
that cash up front.
Then win.
All I'm saying is if I'm going to go toe-to-toe with somebody, I need that cash up front, money in the bag. We'd split it 85-15. I'd take 85, you'd take 15.
I think the winner should take 85 and the loser
Fuck
should take
no.
15. Wow, you're already setting yourself. You're kind of like Trump. You're like already setting up the scenario if you lose.
Because I don't want to risk it.
Okay, well.
If I show up, I just want to get my money. My money. But I think, honestly, there should be, like, YouTuber fights that are, like, not the big stadium ones because we can't do stadiums. But they should have guys just go, like, basement fighting and get the live feeds sent in from different areas. Have, like, fight nights between YouTubers and like
They wouldn't allow that on YouTube unless it was like sanctioned. They wouldn't allow just like random fight clubs on YouTube.
That's not fair.
Poop balls, poop balls, poop balls, poop balls, poop balls, poop balls, poop balls.
We're almost there for me to zap myself.
Poop balls, poop balls, poop balls, poop
Yes,
balls.
you know what? We're gonna go
a week from tonight.
Poop balls, poop balls, poop balls, poop balls, poop balls, poop balls,
A
poop
week-
balls, poop balls.
A week from tonight, Mike Tyson makes his return to the ring after 14 years, and we will be live reacting to it. You guys can watch along or just get the live reaction of what's happening. Chances are there's going to be an explosion of live viewers from people who come here that thinking we're actually streaming the fight live. We'll probably have some fun with them and pretend like we're trying to illegally stream it when really we're just tricking them into watching. And we'll it's going to be a laid back episode. We're just going to chill. On our end, we'll be able to see the fight. We're probably going to have a couple people here with us to watch it and talk about it. And then, yeah.
Yes.
It's a different kind of show. I mean, it's weird because when we do the normal safe stuff, we get accused of never trying anything new. And when we do weird out-of-the-box stuff, we get accused for not doing the weird safe stuff. So this time, yeah, I mean, I'm not missing the Mike Tyson return anyway, so we're doing a stream during it. I think Tyson's favored to win, but in a boxing match, it's hard to call that kind of thing, especially when it's two 50-year-old guys that haven't boxed in forever.
I want to take like bets on if one of them shits their pants during the fight.
I think there's no chance of that happening. I mean, they're already like sparring heavy. They do like heavy sparring to train for a fight. Like they get you a sparring partner that's a pretty good boxer to actually hit you hard, so you're ready.
Has
for
anybody ever like taken a dump in a fight? Like I remember in wrestling, I've seen people shit their pants in a wrestling ring.
I mean, there's so many boxing matches that have happened that it's probably happened.
Yeah.
People have died in the ring too, and all kinds of fucked up shit.
I just want to see one where like a turd rolls out of the guy's boxer shorts.
So Tyson in 1986 probably would have destroyed this guy, but now who knows? But it is a toss up. If I had to bet, just to like, if I bet like a little bit of money, like $10 or $20, I would bet on the other guy, because if the other guy wins, you get a better payout than you would if you bet on the guy that's favored to win. But I think Tyson will win, but who knows? Like, we don't know what's going to happen. The last few times Tyson had a boxing match, he got his ass kicked.
How long ago was that?
Well, he did an exhibition in like 2006 or 7. And it was just an exhibition, and you could tell he wasn't like going full force. And then his last actual fight was 2005. He got his ass kicked so bad he retired like at the press conference after the fight.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Love you, sweet boys. Love you. I saw Fixed, I believe, was talking about the Dead Baby Downhill bike party.
Oh, is it happening again?
No, no.
Oh, I didn't think so.
Would have happened in August if it would have happened.
Oh, really? Well, I hope it happens next year.
Yeah, I miss it. It would have been fun to do. We went the last year, and it was a good time.
I think it'd be fun as hell to get a band together to play at it. I saw some pretty cool bands play that night. Like,
yeah, they have so many stages.
Yeah, and they were almost all punk bands, and like some of them were like more like melodic, and then some were more like the 1970s style, and
yeah,
it was cool. I liked it. So all we need is how many more dollars? We need $18 to cause the first zap to happen. If someone wants to put in, and I'm going to do it at 50%, and then I'll put it up to 100% if we make the 100%.
Blow your back out with them zaps.
Damn.
Should we bring anybody on from Discord right now, or is that,
we could.
Is that too fucking weird?
I mean, when there's too many of them, it gets weird because no one
Yeah.
gets to talk. Everyone just talks over each other.
Yeah. If there's anybody that wants to talk, we could bring them in. If not, we could maybe call it a night and miss out on the goal. Fuck it.
No.
We got to do something.
It's the streak. All right, everyone jump into the waiting room, but we're not bringing you all on at once. We'll bring you on, like, we'll kind of bring a few people here and there, but get into the waiting room and dot executables. If I bring you in, you got to let everybody talk. We'll get Egghead in here first and see what his comments are.
Come on, Eggy.
I know he wants Billy to embrace the cringe.
Slide up in, you goofy fucker.
Ooh, that sounds sexy.
It's the last thing anybody
Slide
ever
up
hears
in.
before they make it into heaven.
Slide up in.
They hear my voice. I say, slide up in, you goofy fucker. And then boom, they're in heaven. He's probably out doing a Uber Eats drive or something. Dumbass ain't ready to go.
Well, there's a whole bunch of people.
The egg summoner.
Let's do... Oh,
There
here he
you
is.
go.
Here he is. Hello, Egghead. What's up?
Egghead?
So what exactly do you want Billy to do as far as embracing the cringe? Like, what does he have to do where you'll be like, oh, yeah, you embraced it?
Show me that he can be cringy. For the love of Christ, you never embraced it while you were champion.
Are you in your bathtub right now?
No, I'm walking towards 7-Eleven.
Ah.
Is that where you turn tricks?
Fuck you, no.
Okay.
Egghead, you should go on Amazon and buy a distiller to set up in your bathtub and make some commemorative bathtub gin for your upcoming win. Because with me on your team, it's an easy fucking sell. You're going to win. Can't believe you thought Gale had a better chance of winning than me. You're fucking goofy, dude. That really let me down. You really let me down. When you
What
didn't
let me
believe in
down was the anti-Semitism.
Oh, would you stop with that shit? Would you stop it? I speak fast. Leave me alone.
Wow. I can't.
What are you getting at 7-Eleven, Egghead?
Energy drinks and Kit Kats.
Do you have a video on your phone?
I have what?
Do you have video on your phone?
I should. Let me see.
Should we make Egghead live stream?
Let's see.
If we got him in a private
Hold
call,
on.
he could.
He doesn't have to be
He
in
can do video
private.
through here.
Yeah, hold
I
on.
should have video on my end.
Hold on a second.
We're gonna see if we can pull it up, and we're gonna make Colton go shopping. We're gonna see what he buys. What are you getting? Are you getting liquor?
No, well, I told you I'm getting energy drinks.
Oh, energy drinks, yeah.
Get some Bang energy drinks.
Bang. How you like the chin diaper, Papa?
It's lovely.
So you walk places with the mask on even though there's not people around you?
When I work Uber, yeah.
Well, yeah, but like you're walking outside right now. I don't know if I'd put the mask on.
I
just
do
walking.
that now.
You do?
Yeah, most people are doing that now.
With the fact that COVID's spreading like wildfire, it's fine as well.
Billy's a super spreader. He doesn't
Yeah, I
think of
am.
these things.
I'm a super spreader. Spread them shakes. All right, you're in the
Yeah.
store. Let's take a little look around. Okay, what energy drink are you gonna get, you little fucker?
Fucker.
Are you gonna get a $5 large pizza and eat it outside? Cotton candy, bang! You gotta get two. They're 2 for $3.79. You're doubled down on the cotton candy. My guy loves his cotton candy. Are you gonna get a $5 pizza and see how fast you can eat it in the parking lot?
No.
Why not?
Because he's not you. He's not. He's not 2017 Billy the Fridge.
Order a $5 pizza and see how fast you can eat it in the parking lot.
He's just ignoring you now.
Nah, he's getting a Kit Kat.
Why not?
Why not?
I don't eat
one
candy.
in Rome, my dude. We're snack shopping with Eggy.
Why not get some apples instead of that Kit Kat there, Egghead?
We're not trying to snack shame you. Just buy an
I'm
entire
snack
pizza
shaming
and eat
you.
it in the parking lot on camera.
I'm snack shaming.
Of course you would.
Are you gonna get an entire pizza for $5? It's a good deal, dude. Get the
Oh, yeah, it's
$5
$7.
pizza. What? It's $5 on the wall. It says $5 pizza. Say, hey, Papa, is the pizza $5? If so, I want one $5 pizza. And then go outside, open it up, eat a slice with your mask off in public, and see if you get a Karen to come fight you for eating pizza in public. He muted, huh? Look at the undercarriage of that beard.
Look, I darkened you. See that? See that? I darkened you.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah. Now you're not as washed out. He's not your avatar, Billy.
He is my avatar.
No, he's not. You wouldn't go out and do this stuff yourself now.
I would. Hey, get that cheesecake bread and stick your dick in it.
Donate. Don't let Lesnar break the streak.
Ben's got a zap. Ben's got a zap. Dark Lord, Billy
Nasty.
the Fridge.
You are
Dark
nasty.
Lord. I'm not nasty, dude. I'm thinking ahead. So you got
All
a Kit
right.
Kat.
All right.
You got one Kit. You walked all the way to the store for 2 bangs and 1 Kit Kat.
Yep. Yep. Two bangs and 1 Kit Kat.
Egghead,
Yes.
are you going home right now?
Yes.
You should stand out in front of 7-Eleven begging for cash. And then when people go to give you cash money, be like, no contact.
He's
and
trying
then
to
give
make
them
you
your
his.
PayPal.
He's trying to make you his IRL avatar right now.
I know.
Yes. Beg for cash, and then when they
this
go
is
to give you
not
cash, say
Egghead IRL,
no
Billy.
contact, please. Say no contact. Please Venmo me the money. Please Venmo me the money. Ask for 75 cents because nobody carries 75 cents. So they'll give you at least $1, but it's such a low number that they won't even think about it. It's a hack. It's a beggar hack.
Yeah, I'm ready for actual mania.
Are you? Is that why you're getting your cardio up?
Hell yeah.
Sipping some bangs?
Sipping
Damn right.
Okay, do you have to fart?
No.
You should go fart on
There's a
somebody.
ton of people. Oh, you know what? Let's bring in Egghead, one of Egghead's partners from Actual Mania. Mickey's in here now. Oh no.
Hello.
He's in here. Oh
Hi
no.
there.
Why can't we see Egghead's video anymore?
He cut the video because he's going through the hallways.
I'm here.
All right. I'm gonna make myself full screen for a second here, and I'm gonna do this. Oh shit!
Fucking tripped.
What'd you do?
I almost tripped up the stairs.
That would have been great.
I love how you admit that because no one noticed and no one would have known. And like, if I would have done that, I would not have mentioned it.
It's because Egghead's true and honest. He's true and
He's
honest.
like,
Egghead.
true and honest. All right.
I'm about to fall on my ass, guys.
Oh, should I do a... This always ends up like hurting. Like, I always end up taking too big of a hit and coughing.
Coughing.
Don't die on us. Sorry. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh, I'm trying to switch the scene. There we go.
A little zap.
Oh. Oh. Egghead. Egghead.
Come on, Egghead. Say something.
I think his internet disconnected for a second.
What a piece of shit.
Yeah, fuck
All
his
right.
internet.
You guys, Mickey,
Damn
Egghead's
Texas
on our
internet.
team. Egghead's on our team.
Oh, sorry.
Build
I love
him
you,
up.
Egghead.
I was trying to build him up by making him do cool, cringy
All right,
competitions.
here's dot executables in here now too. And did you know him and Colton had a little date?
You guys went on a date?
Yeah.
Yeah, I call
I
him
think-
Peggy Two Belts now.
What does that mean? He took off your belt and wrapped it around his neck while you fucked him?
Yeah, that's why I call him Peggy Two Belts.
So was he romantic? Like, how'd this go? Did he take you out?
Well, I don't know, man. I mean, when you flap your wiener out on the table immediately, you kind of think something's gonna start happening.
What the fuck?
Damn. How big was it?
It was like 3 inches, but it made a big flopping sound.
I mean, for Egghead, that's pretty impressive. Sorry, Egghead.
So what happened on you and Egghead's date?
We went to see my mom knows this guy in a System of a Down cover band, and we went to go see them in Dallas.
System of a Down cover band?
Yeah. They're like cover bands dedicated to certain bands. I've never seen System of a Down. Like, normally it's like the Beatles cover band or something like
System of a
that.
Down is obscure and newer. Did the guy have the lead have anything close to a Serge Tankian voice?
Yeah, he was pretty good. They had a Rage Against the Machine band play afterwards, and they had a lot more energy though. Not dissing on the guy, but you know.
That's your mom's friend, dude. Why are you talking trash about your mom's friend?
I'm not talking trash. He was good.
Wow, you're disgusting. I can't believe you do that.
Oh no!
Why don't you support the performing arts?
I did. I supported him.
Why don't you support the performing arts?
I blew him a kiss from the inside the audience, and he looked at me. He was like,
Support the
"Ew," and I was like, "Oh, that's romantic."
Not good
He's
enough,
rejecting
man.
me
Not
first.
fucking good enough. Should have went up on stage and sucked his dick.
I was
Proved
about
you
to,
love the
but-
performing arts.
Mickey, when has
I was
any
about
of
to,
this?
but Egghead. I was about to, but Egghead was like, "No, that's my man."
Oh, Egghead, did this happen?
What? Come on, Peggy.
What?
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 Come on, Peggy.
Jesus Christ.
All
Peggy
right,
Two
everyone.
Belts.
I want to let everyone know what's on the table right now. I will zap myself again if we meet the goal. And then if we meet 900, so I guess that's $100 over the goal, Billy will zap his balls.
Wasn't my idea.
If you want to see a guy zap his balls,
Was not my idea.
He's not going to show his balls because we can't show that.
Obviously can't show that. But
Yeah, I don't know if anyone's up for it, but if they meet the goal, I'll chug a beer.
I'll chug a beer.
It's not old, but
chug
I'll
a
do
beer?
it. I mean, I don't know if it's possible.
Is it 18?
No.
Will you eat a whole jar of pickles?
I'll probably get really sick now, but we'll see. Maybe.
Don't do it. If Egghead won't eat an entire pizza, we don't need you eating an entire jar of pickles.
I would have eaten, but not outside a fucking 7-Eleven.
Don't be a pussy, Egghead. You should have got
He's
the
like,
pizza.
oh,
on the way
I,
home.
you know what? I wish I would have got that pizza.
I'm telling you, it was a good idea. It was $5. It's a quality. 7-Eleven makes quality $5 pizzas.
Quality.
You could have got a dry end of the day pizza, Egghead. Come fucking on. I mean,
It's not dry. They make them fresh right there for you in the machine. They have a machine that cooks them up
cool.
good. It's a science, man. It's
Billy's
science.
that guy that hangs out at convenience stores.
I used to hang out at AM/PM when my friend Remedial Pedial worked there, and he would give us all the day-old corn dogs all the time. So whatever they had at AM/PM that had been sitting there for longer than 4 hours was ours. And me and my fat friend Timmy, me and Timmy would sit there, and Remedial Pedial would just give us all the leftover corn dogs and shit. And we would stand out front like Jay and Silent Blob, just
That's
hanging out
fucking
all day
gross.
long.
Fuck yeah.
Eating crusty corn dogs while Remedial Pedial would sneak us scratch tickets to scratch off, and we'd split them with him. He would steal the scratch tickets, and then we'd scratch them, and he'd take half.
No thanks. Gas station pizza is trash.
Anyone who thinks corn dogs are gross is like Canadian or some shit.
I've
'cause
seen
it's
Ben-
pure American.
I've seen Ben eat pizza that's on par with 7-Eleven pizza, if not 7-Eleven better. So I would say 7-Eleven.
Anecdotal.
I would say 7-Eleven is better than Little Caesars for
Anecdotal.
the price.
I don't eat Little Caesars.
I don't know. I see you eat like these DiGiorno things or something every
No.
once in a while. Where do you get the pizza you eat when you
It's
eat
not
pizza?
DiGiorno.
Is it box?
It's
or is it
delivery.
delivery.
No, sometimes it's from Pagliacci. Sometimes it's from Mod.
Is it, you get mod? I
Yeah,
don't know if I've ever
sometimes.
seen you eat mod. Never
I
noticed
don't know what
it.
to tell you.
You always have these thick ones that look like freezer pizza.
No, I don't.
Huh. That's what it always
I like
looks
to
like
get-
to me.
Well,
I like to get a pizza.
we've
badass.
demonstrated that your perception is
Oh,
flawed,
right.
Billy.
We'll see. We'll see. Next time I see a pizza that looks like a freezer pizza, I'm going to ask you where you got it from. And you'll be
It
like,
might be a freezer pizza at that point,
That's
but I
all
don't know
I'm
what
saying.
you're talking about from before.
Yeah.
Just because I eat a freezer pizza in the future does not confirm that you thought it, me eating one before is correct.
We'll see.
You're fucking mentally ill, man. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm a sweet boy.
Hey, I mean, Billy's the size of like what, 3 people? He's basically a statistic at this point.
Jesus.
Exactly. I'm a
He's a sample
statistical-
size
I'm a sample size.
Should I like
with a 10% margin of error.
There's like a lot of people waiting, but we probably shouldn't bring all of them in, right?
Yeah, what we'll do here is we'll bring one person in and pull one person out. Colton, what are you doing?
I'm just relaxing at this point.
Mickey, what are you
Ooh.
doing?
I'm getting drunk.
Dot X, what are
watching
you
this
doing?
wonderful podcast.
Love you too, Sasha. Thank you.
Not much.
Dot-
I was playing some games and then I decided to come in.
Is your
right.
are you getting electrocuted right now by any chance?
Dot X, is there anything else you want to say about Colton's date you had with Egghead?
Yeah, it was great. It was fun.
Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye, Dot
Was he a
X.
Speedy
Talk to you
Adams in
later.
the bedroom?
All right, we'll bring someone new in.
Pick a number between
4.
Okay. Here's the 4th one.
Juggalo V, what's happening? You're on whole call.
5, 4, 3, 2.
You didn't get a word out the whole call. Bye. Come on, man. Thank you, DJ Fixo.
Pick another.
Come on,
Pick
man.
another number.
2.
You shut up, man.
Boobry, what's up?
Yo.
I want to personally thank you for not being quiet on this call.
You're welcome.
The last caller was quiet.
Yeah, I heard.
So after the
Yeah.
after the
No, you didn't
date-
hear.
After the date that Dot Executables explained with Egghead, like, do you think you'd take Egghead out on a better date?
Me or Mick?
Yeah, you Boobry. Like, if you were going to take Egghead out, Dot Executables took him to see a System of the Down cover band that his mom recommended. Do you think you could take
I don't
Egghead
think
on
we
a
have
better
any
date?
mutual interests. That might be a problem.
What would you do if you were to take Egghead out on a date? What would you do?
I'd go bowling or movie.
I think Egghead would like a bowling and a
That
movie.
sounds nice. You hear
On the way
Egghead
there, we
giggling.
take an ice
I
cream.
don't mind
you know?
bowling. Let's do that shit.
On the
And
way
after
there, you
that,
take an
we
ice
go
cream?
and have dinner. Yeah.
You know what? I think Egghead has like a secret Euro fetish, and that's why he's giggling so much.
I don't know. I think Egghead
You hear him
just,
giggling? You hear him laughing?
I think Egghead
figured
just
it
wants to
out.
be wined and dined like any other girl.
Crack the code.
Yeah.
See?
I would say
he's got a Euro fetish.
I would say Boobry took Egghead out on the better date, like potentially. I think that would,
I mean,
Oh,
if
yeah.
you like System of a Down cover bands, that would be the better date now. I don't know if he does.
yeah.
but-
Egghead, compare Boobry's potential date to the one you had with Dot X. Which one do you think you'd enjoy more?
Ice cream and
Shut
dinner
up.
after.
Let's have a fun time, damn it.
Ice cream.
Show me
Yeah.
a good time. I'll have some fun.
I'll show you a good time, Egghead. We'll
Yeah,
go to
Mickey.
McDonald's. We'll split the bill. Then we'll go to Salvation Army and look for old computer parts.
And then Mickey,
which
at
I'll make
what
you pay
point?
for.
Mickey, at what point do you guys blow each other though?
10 p.m. I whip out my dick and I'm like, all right. I'm not drunk enough that I can't get an erection, so we're
Is
doing
that
this.
is that
And
late enough for you, Colton? Is that a good time to blow each other?
Lauren literally just called me a fucking hoe. I mean, why not?
Lauren called you a hoe, so why not?
So why not? He's smoking. Egghead these days, he's like, yeah, they're calling me a gay hoe. Might as well.
New Egghead just agreed to being a gay hoe.
Yeah, I love
New
it.
Egghead has updated, and
He's got my vote at Actual Mania.
And
Egghead, dude, this Egghead the gay hoe turn is ingenious. It is an ingenious gimmick that was written. Wow. You know what, Egghead? I want you wearing hot pants and like snapping your
yes.
fingers when you walk around.
I'm
Pink
every
hot
woman.
Be like, what, Genesis? You want to fuck me? Huh?
I
You want to time it down? You bring out the rope.
Am I too old for you,
I think
Genesis?
it's like what the third or fourth time Lauren's come up with something ingenious. God damn it, Lauren.
I do want to point out another level to all this is that Lauren did get low key jealous of Mickey Richards there, and called Egghead a hoe.
Yeah.
That was
When
low
he's
key
jealous of
jealousy
my-
from Lauren.
My curvy body.
Oh.
You remember
So
that video?
curvy.
Oh yeah.
She said that she wasn't. She said that she wasn't getting low key offended. She was defending dot executables.
No, not offended. I was saying she was low key jealous of Mickey's.
Not low key jealous. She was just defending dot executables.
Oh,
she likes
she-
dot
Jealous
executables
of me
better.
gagging on pickles, man.
So she wants Dot X to be your man boy.
She want to do a patron swap?
She said that she ship it.
She'd ship you and Dot X.
Apparently so.
Did she
I
go
mean, they
on
did
the
go on a
man
date.
date with you guys to System of a Down?
What?
We are Syndrome of a Down.
Yeah, that-
System of a Down cover band.
That would be the great System of a Down cover band if it was
Syndrome
Down
of a
syndrome
Down.
guys. Syndrome of a Down. That would be the best.
System of an up.
Trust in
Yeah, did Lauren go with you to System of a Down?
That's not good.
Give you a
2010.
Speedy
Oh,
Adams?
2020.
She didn't give you a Speedy Adams, behind the bathroom? She gave you a little Speedy Adams,
No, she wasn't even there.
Reading your lines to her.
Who
Egghead.
Who do we move in now? Do we need to bring more people in? There's a ton of people waiting.
Okay, let's pop Mickey out since he had the worst date.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
Mickey.
Pick a number.
7.
Who is this?
What's up, Sosa? How you doing?
What's up? What's up?
Are you drunk?
No, just a little faded. Hey, I'm not Bob. That wasn't fucking me. Yo.
That wasn't you?
Yeah, Bob. Yeah, that wasn't me. That's Bob, man.
Bulp? That was not you? I
don't know what's
Are you Bulp?
From
the
Hell
private
no.
show?
Hell
Remember Bulp?
no.
Yesterday
I
on the
found
private
him.
show.
I was so stoned I found him.
Yesterday on the private show, we watched a guy complain to his roommate about stealing a jar of peanut butter.
Yeah.
And it was very intricate.
And there was a cat.
It was the
Or
dog.
a little dog.
The dog that wouldn't even eat the peanut butter.
And we theorized that the person who sent it in was the person in the video, but it wasn't.
Yeah, Sosa sent it in and said that's not him. And I believe
Hell no.
Because Bulp would have been focused.
People are asking if that's King Sosa.
No.
Oh yeah, King Sosa.
The streets
don't
of
even know who
Bollenbrock.
that-
The streets of Bollenbrock.
Oh yeah,
dude.
I forgot about that.
You
Yeah.
remember the drone shotgun guy?
Yeah.
Yes.
I used to watch him. He restored old tools and shit, and then he started doing homesteading videos. And then suddenly he made a video about his Christian values. I was like, okay, whatever. I don't watch it. And then it comes like my views on gender roles, more or less. And I'm like, okay, I'm not watching that either. And then it's just coming on more and more. And I'm like, okay, fuck this guy.
And then it became like a political channel, basically.
Half, kinda. And he has 1.6 million followers now. I'm like, what the
That's
fuck?
insane.
Yeah.
That just shows you how crazy people are.
Yes.
The Locust God asked if I've heard the new System of a Down music. I have not yet. I have not.
I haven't heard it either.
Yeah, he was the only one on the top of my head that I knew was kind of weird when I heard we needed some more lolcows, and I was like, does he do that many weird videos? And the first one I watched was the Biden 5 reasons to vote for Biden. All of them were why you should vote Trump, and all of them were wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
Last night
He
we
seems
had...
like a nice guy though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just really old values and
Not if you're
religious.
flying a drone over his house, though. He's
yeah,
not
but
nice then.
That's my point. Old values, like my property, my privacy. I'll shoot you if you come near.
The air isn't your property.
Do you have some sky rights to your property, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you
How
have.
high did he even fly it?
He said that it's okay to fly within 400 feet above the property, but 100 feet is
He claimed it was 100
privacy,
feet. I don't know
privacy
how
values. Anything 100 feet is too
I don't
low.
know how he could accurately judge how high up it was, for one thing.
Yeah, definitely. And if he had some sort of proof, I don't know, maybe filmed it when it happened. Yeah, maybe we could see how low it was or whatever. But yeah, him just saying it and being this agitated, I was like, this sounds like you're just agitated and blowing everything, all the details out of proportion.
For
and
those of you
went
that-
after a guy with a shotgun.
For those of you that didn't watch the private show last night, this guy had a drone fly over his house. He's in a farmland, so the idea that a drone would be around is a little more questionable than if you're in a big city area. But he ran inside to get his shotgun so he can shoot the drone down.
You know, I kind of disagree with what you just said because he lives near Mount Hood and shit like that, and I think it's a lot of there's national parks and shit. It's totally normal for people to be driving.
I was gonna say if you
especially
want nice,
outside of the city where there's nothing to hit, there's that's very common.
I'm not saying it's illegal or weird or anything. I'm just saying it's probably less likely to happen in this area than in a city area where there's a lot more people flying shit around.
I don't know though, because
I
how
don't
often
agree.
do you drive a drone in a city?
Yeah,
what,
and
what
in the
footage will you
city-
get?
in the city there's-
out you get nice fields and shit.
And
you
in
know?
the cities, there's more restriction because there's normally airports closer to the cities.
Yeah.
So there's less places you can fly them than out in the country near a mountain.
And there's just
near a
more
national
people in the city, so I see drones in the city fairly often. But this is country area, so the properties are bigger. You know,
It's
I
better to
see-
fly a drone in an area like that. There's
Yeah.
less
you get
interference.
nicer footage.
Yeah.
That'd be a nicer view of it. Yeah.
Anyways, he threatened her. He wanted to shoot the drone down and he couldn't. So instead, he chased the guy around with the gun in his car and pulled the guy over.
No, I don't. I think it was he took an ATV out to the guy's car. He didn't even know it was the guy's car. He just assumed. He came with a shotgun. The guy drove away when he tried to block him, and later when they were on the way into town to eat lunch or whatever, he saw him on the road and decided, "Fuck lunch! I'll harass this bitch."
So
he might have had a gun. He might have had a gun, but he
may
didn't
have had
say
the gun
he had the
that time
shotgun.
around. But he did say that he brought the shotgun out to shoot the drone. So if the guy had video on his drone, he might see a guy come out with a shotgun, and then the guy chases him down in a fucking ATV.
What's the range on a shotgun?
I think it
Depends
was
on what
870,
shells
so
you
you
have.
could look it up. It's probably a buckshot, a bird shot. So it
Yeah.
probably isn't as far as it is wide.
So could it hit a drone at like 150 feet?
I can imagine it could.
Okay.
I don't even know feet. 150 feet. Yeah, I think so. I definitely
Okay.
like. At
I don't
least
know much about
if he-
guns, so
if it takes a couple of shots, I definitely think he can damage it enough that it comes down.
I'm looking up if there's like a distance.
Look at this. I just found because he said he lived like in the he lived in like the Hood River Valley, and they actually
Yeah.
had to place drone restrictions in these scenic recreation sites because there was like an overabundance of people flying drones around there.
But it's more likely that they are in the cities, Ben.
It says the effective range is 40 m. Is that 40 meters?
Meters, yeah, it's about 40 meters. It was 45 meters about. So yeah, it's close. Like I said, definitely a couple of shots, and if it's not a bad shot, he can definitely damage it enough.
Yeah, 100 to 150. So it's within possible range. If it was 100 feet like he claimed, he might have been able to hit it, but it was out of range by the time he got his gun.
I see.
Yeah, he didn't see it when he had the gun, right? He didn't see it land
Idubbbz
or
did a
anything.
Kickstarter crap on the guy. I didn't know that. That's interesting.
On that guy? Oh, dude.
So, oh man, still not at the goal yet. We're getting close. If anyone wants to throw us $2 or $5 or $10, whatever you got to spare, we're so
Yeah,
close
guys,
to the
if
goal.
you can.
We're, I mean, like this. We've met this goal every week for over 2 years now. If you guys want to help us, we're probably gonna take a break where we suspend the goal for 1 week next month because we did it last year. I usually do like a charity stream during that break too to try and raise money for like a charity. COVID's pretty bad, so there's there's not a lot of holiday traveling or anything weird going on. So I'll probably be here, but we are going to suspend the goal. Like, we're not going to be like, hey, we're going to do this goal to do basically the last goal we do before the break will be for like the Saturday 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
And,
man.
we'll take a week off just so
Any specific charity you have in mind for that stream?
I have no idea. I use a thing called Tiltify, which gives the money directly to the charity, and I like that.
Yeah.
And I did like the Seattle Humane Society last year, but I was looking to do something else. I don't know. Probably something to help with coronavirus, I would guess, since that's
what you could do?
What's
put out
that?
a poll on put out a poll on the Patreon for a couple possible charities.
Yeah, I probably
Eh?
should.
Eh?
Yeah, I think so.
Should
Trump
could
or the
you can do whatever you want, man.
Biden's got a Patreon up for his transition.
Yeah, I forgot to even talk about that.
So we should talk about that.
Yeah.
I didn't even know he was gender fluid. So
How long you been waiting? Is that what you want to talk about? Just so we could use that joke?
yeah. So he's saying that because Trump's not backing down, they can't afford to transition.
Yes, tip trade.
LB. Hit him with
Nice
the
tip
tip.
train bitches. Send those sweet boy your love in the
Yeah, I
form
heard
of dollar.
when you start the transition, you get a specific amount of money to like start up all the processes you need.
I've never
But
heard of this
since
before.
They didn't. I follow Kyle Kalinske, David Pacman, and Rational
Sure.
National. So like, I heard 2 of them talk about it. I think so. The money he should have had, he didn't get, and that is posing a problem.
It is fucked
Like
up.
this hasn't happened before, so of course you haven't heard about it before.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's unheard of. It's fucking stupid that this has to be done, but I get it. It takes money. Just like it takes money to hire and fire people at a job, you know, it takes money to transition from one president to another. Like, everything has to be adjusted for the... I mean, it's not just him and Kamala Harris and their spouses moving in. It's, you know, all of
their
these...
cabinet.
Yeah. Yep.
Can we loan them the money and get a return rate equal to what they would pay the Federal Reserve?
I'm
for
not
all
giving
the
them
loans?
any. I'm not giving them any money.
I mean, that should, like, if you think about it, that should be possible because they should have the money. You know, they are supposed to have it.
They're
So
gonna
if-
get the money, right? Why doesn't a bank just give them a fucking loan?
Yeah, why don't they give
they'll
the
get the money,
future
though.
president a loan?
This is like when an e-girl says that she needs to raise money for her fucking sick dog, when we've been the sick puppies feeding into your goddamn titty streams for years.
Is Egg still here?
He's there. I don't
He's
know.
probably
Yeah, I'm
taking
here.
a dump.
I'm here.
Oh.
I'm here.
Do you want to
Since
bring?
you're so
chilling
quiet,
too hard,
Egghead,
man.
we're gonna get
Okay.
rid of you.
That's fine. That's fine.
All right, pick a number.
How many is there?
Shit. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
8.
9.
Let's do 3.
8.
I'm not counting people who have already been in here.
Good.
All right.
Okay, I didn't see.
Yeah.
Zamsuka, BENPAI. Thank you, Zamsuka.
Oh my God, you're getting close. Ah, like it's weird because I've done it so many times. Like you get used to it, but I'm like eager to
You
get
want the money, but
to
you
get
don't
the
want
goal.
the set.
And dude, I'm gonna laugh so hard if once we meet the goal, someone just chips in like 100 or 250s, and then Billy has to zap his balls because he's gonna try to end the show after we meet the goal pretty quick.
Yeah.
Get that balls out.
We definitely will.
I don't
So
want
I'm-
Billy to zap his balls.
Thank you.
That seems
I
like
want him to. I'm gonna close up on his
I know
face.
you do, but
Why do you
mean,
say it
I'm
like
not
that?
opposed to it, but if someone spends $100, I definitely think he should. Wink, wink, and nudge, nudge.
Do you remember when Creamsicle was on here and he hooked that one thing to his to his junk, and he kept
Yeah.
going, "Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay."
I felt like we were the
I
ones
love
in pain
Cream, dude.
for that. It
Because
wasn't
I was
Cream.
like, yeah, my palms were sweating watching him go through it. Because, like, every time we got a certain donation, he, like, turned up the power on it. And he was like, oh, okay. I'm sure someone can go back and find that if you haven't seen it.
Liam R says, surprised Billy hasn't tried to cause an argument since the beginning of the stream. Also, what do you guys think of Bitcoin, and do you think it will reach 100K someday? Well, Liam R,
I don't think you've
have
been
you
watching
watched
since-
the whole stream?
Yeah.
I started an argument like in the beginning about having my picture on Egghead's wall. And will Bitcoin reach 100K? Potentially, yeah.
That would
if,
be
if
insane
it,
if it
picks
did.
up the value.
I mean, will it from now until the end of time? Possibly, yeah, yeah. Especially as like crypto becomes more widely used and more people are buying it. Yes, but will
Didn't they break it up like a couple of years ago? Like, I'm not too into it, but didn't they like break it one Bitcoin into more Bitcoins or whatever?
Well, they do that, right? They split them or something.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So like, I don't think they will ever get to that much for one Bitcoin because then one Bitcoin won't be used like ever.
If they've split, how do you find out if something's been split?
I don't know.
Uh-huh.
You know, I looked at the stats and like, we'll all be dead when they finally mine all of the Bitcoin
All
that's
the
out
Bitcoin?
there. Yeah, it'll take
It's
like
very hard to get compared to
a
how it
long
started,
time.
though, right?
Comforting.
for them to mine it all.
Bitcoin halved on May 11th, 2020, around 3 p.m. A Bitcoin halving event is when the reward for mining Bitcoin transactions is cut in half. This event also cuts in half Bitcoin's inflation rate and the rate at which new Bitcoins enter circulation. So is this only for... Is it not for the coins currently in the market, but the ones being marketed?
I don't know. I thought they broke it up because they were.
Someone in the chat said it's a dividend when they split it like that. I don't know. I've gotten dividends from stocks that I own, but I don't know anything about crypto dividends.
Brandy Boyd, thank you. Every bit helps. Keep the train a choo-choo a rolling.
Thank you,
Yes,
thank
Brian,
you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I have tons of bats, obviously, and then I have quite a bit of XRP too, and that's been climbing recently.
Yeah. XRP
So-
shot up big this week, and everybody I talked to is saying that it's going to go up really big compared to this. We'll see. I bought some just because all my other friends were buying some, and I'm like, well, I'll spend a little bit and see what happens.
Yeah, I bought a bunch of XRP when the COVID thing made all the cryptos crash really hard.
Yeah.
And it happened with bats too. Like bats went all the way down to 8 cents a bat.
Yeah, I remember that.
Bitcoin got to just under $4,000. Everything went way down. It's crazy. I'm like, fuck, if I could have pulled together $4,000 and buy a Bitcoin back then, I'd have almost $20,000 now. Fuck.
How many Bitcoins did you have, Billy, when you bought that pizza?
I don't think he had whole Bitcoins, right?
Well, no, I didn't buy the pizza. I would have spent it on pizza, I assume. I had a Bitcoin at one point.
Did you use it on Uber rides or something?
Yeah, I had a Bitcoin.
It wasn't a whole Bitcoin.
I had a whole Bitcoin when they were. It was when I got it when they were $250, and it went up to 400 and something, and I spent it on Uber rides. I had a guy gave me a whole Bitcoin when it was $250. He was like, "Hold on to this." And I was like, "Okay." And then it went up to 400, and I was like,
right away.
"Well, I need to get somewhere, so I'm just gonna cash out this Bitcoin and go for an Uber ride." I wonder if I have any change left in that wallet, because I might have had a
Ben's
split.
leaving, so we have to talk about really fucked up shit.
Okay, how big is your
that's the
butthole?
tradition.
Shit. But
Don't we have to do the butthole test for that? Butt to butt?
I'm still mad he never explained what the hell that was. That's the biggest lie Trumpster Bob ever told.
From what I recall, it's you press your butthole up against each other. And we were supposed to do it with him because he has a pristine asshole.
I didn't remember him saying that. That's gross.
I mean,
That's
he didn't
gross.
say he has a pristine asshole, but I think he said, put your butthole up against mine, and we'll see how loose it is, or something like that.
But yeah, I had a whole Bitcoin when they were $250, and then it went up to 4 something, maybe 500, and kind of started splitting it off and getting gift cards to use for Uber. It was when Joey and I, Joe just moved back from Israel, and we were going to the mall a lot, Northgate Mall, and times were a little rough, and I was like, well, I got some money here, so let's squeak through and get some Uber rides. If I would have held on to it, yeah, I'd have $20,000. Maybe I wouldn't have spent it. But the worst thing is, back in 2009, I had some guy offering to pay me $30 in Bitcoin for some graphic work I did for him. And at the time, I think Bitcoins were 20 cents a piece. And I was like, no, I'll just take PayPal. He said I could give you 20 in PayPal or 30 in Bitcoin. And I was like, I'll just take the PayPal. But I would have spent that on pizza and shit too.
Dude.
Oh yeah, if I would have got that and forgot about it, and then just been like, oh, Bitcoin, because I don't know if you could just buy pizza with Bitcoin easily at that point in time. So maybe I would have sat on it and forgot about it, but probably not.
Imagine getting those Bitcoins, cash it out when it went up, and then buy it when it dipped, and then bought more,
Oh yeah, that's kind of what you're supposed to do, right?
Supposed to, quote unquote, but yeah, it's how people make money of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gambling.
It's gambling.
I don't know jack shit about how
Yeah,
any of
man.
that works.
Supply and demand or something.
Supply and demand. Yeah, the crypto is booming right now. Bitcoin is up to near its all-time high. It's $18,000 a coin, I think. And
oh damn.
Yeah.
the XRP was 20 cents a coin about 2 weeks ago, and it's doubled in price in the last 2 weeks. It's staying around 45 cents a coin right now. Everybody I've talked to is saying that it might go up to $5 as soon as December, like mid-December. They're saying mid-December is going to be the big breaking point for it. If you do want to invest in some crypto, I don't think it's too late to get on XRP. But who knows, right?
Actually gets
Will
that
there
high.
ever be a time? Will there ever be a time when it's not worth mining it? You know, because the energy cost is quite high.
I watched this documentary about this town in Washington State somewhere where the utilities are exceptionally cheap compared to most of the country, and these companies are just building these giant buildings full of crypto mining computers, and that's all they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
Wouldn't
that's
solar
happening.
power be pretty good for that though? Like
in Arizona or
quote-unquote
something like that, like a place that gets
free
sun
energy.
all year.
Yeah.
I
wonder how long like you have to run it though to recoup the cost for the equipment, because after that it's quote unquote free money.
I mean, in the early days of crypto mining, you were getting a lot more results than you would now.
Yeah.
And then there's like the miners that just go through like a normal PC. There's like Honey Miner and stuff like that, and that'll mine, but it takes forever. And I tried to use it on a couple computers once, and the computer heated up a lot. It gets pretty crazy. It'll use your GPUs too. Like it'll use all the parts of your processor and your GPUs to like all mine.
Was it GPU or CPU? Like the GPU market, like for computers, was wrecked because Bitcoin mining.
Really? I didn't even know that.
Is that why the
It was
GPUs?
a couple of years ago, 2 years ago.
Okay, they have the
3
new
years ago.
is it the Nvidia, the GPUs, the 3090s that came out?
Yeah,
They're,
something like that. I'm not very
ridiculously
into it,
powerful.
but-
They're about they were going for $1,500 market price minimum, but I think if you can find one, it's like $3,000. But they're so much more powerful than anything before them. What would be the best crypto to invest, Colton? I think XRP right now at 45 cents a coin. Even it's up 20 cents a coin from 2 weeks ago. But I think XRP is the one to get right now. I think it's going to keep going up. They're speculating it might hit $5 a coin in as little as a month. I don't know if that's true, but it's doubled within the last 2 weeks, and people are talking about it. So maybe that's the one.
You see this shit? This guy's basically like the Pope of the Serbian Orthodox Church, and he died because he presided over a funeral of a bishop from his church that died.
So he got the plague
I
off of
wonder
the
how
dead
many
body?
altar boys he infected.
I don't know. You know what? I don't think
It's
the
not the
Serbian
Catholic Church.
Yeah. I don't think it's. I don't think they have that. Maybe it's happened.
Yeah,
but they don't have the history of that in their church. Their church is the Eastern Christian Church.
Yeah.
So
If you've seen
Well,
a
they
Serbian,
can probably get married, right?
they can. Yes, or maybe they
So-
can't.
okay.
I don't know.
Bounce,
I don't
come
know.
on.
Let me see. Can
if you've
Orthodox
seen a
priests get
Serbian
married?
film, then you know that it's not restricted to the church.
Dude. I watched that when I was like 14 or something because my father had it, and I'm like, what's this?
They used to have the whole
Not
movie
nice.
unedited on YouTube to watch. Like 4 years ago, it was uploaded to YouTube with like 200,000 views unedited.
Disgusting. My question about this article, though, is did he
No,
get it
looks
from
like,
the corpse, or from someone in attendance.
There's no way to tell. I don't know if you can get it from a corpse. I'm not sure. By the way, it's celibacy is expected amongst Orthodox priests. I guess there are some like exceptions that they make where like if you
like if you were married already and became one?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe you should switch me out for someone else now. I've been
right,
here for a
Boo-Bree.
while.
We'll get rid of Sosa, too.
I could stay, but like I don't want to take time from everyone else. You know.
We're enjoying your conversation, but let's pull in a couple other people.
Yeah,
Sosa,
my
you have a
point.
good one too.
I want to
go and have
Oh
one,
shit!
y'all.
I guess I took him out before he was. Should I bring him back in?
I have the China virus and I'm still donating. What's y'all exudes?
Do you really
Get
have it,
on
Magicus?
choo-choo.
Thank you for the choo-choo, Bubba. We are almost 85% of the way to the goal. That's pretty sweet. Pretty damn sweet.
Let's bring in this person and this person. There we go.
Go.
What's up, LEV and Spec?
Hi.
How is all doing? He's good.
Hello.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm a teacher now.
Are you?
What are you
Mazel tov.
teaching?
I'm gonna be teaching 6th grade language arts, and I was thinking about doing a teacher rap, but like as a punishment.
Please
but
do
as
it.
a punishment.
Don't do it.
So they have schools in session where you live?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, they're ending. They were like doing the option where some kids could stay home, but they're ending that in a couple weeks.
God.
They're kind of desperate because I don't have any teaching experience or even like a teaching degree, and I just applied to be a substitute.
Wow.
But then the principal called me and he's like, "Hey, you wanna be like a full-time teacher?" And I'm like, sure. You know I like don't know shit about teaching, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
I should try and get a teacher job if it's that easy. That's how Jeffrey Epstein started out.
Well, disclaimer, I do live in Florida.
There you go.
I have to move to Florida to do this? Worst.
Yes.
Worst.
Come live with me. You can be our roommate.
How much rent do I have to pay?
You don't have to pay any rent.
That's not a bad deal. If I could be a teacher.
It's not a bad deal.
It's not a bad deal.
The problem is we live in a tiny house, but you can sleep like there's like a loft you can sleep in.
What floor is it?
It's a tiny
What-
house. There's one
Is it a single floor? Like where am I sleeping? Do I have to go upstairs?
Well, there's a loft.
It's a loft. There's like a
so it's-
ladder you climb.
Yeah.
I can't climb a ladder. I'm fucking out.
Will be their living giant.
And we also
Yes.
have a doggy.
Yeah, I'm
And
gonna
if
have to. I'm gonna have to pass up for now.
Okay.
But I don't know.
For
I'll
now.
apply for a teaching job and see what happens.
I mean, I am going to be like shadowing another teacher, so I think I'll be okay because I'll basically be learning on the job.
Yeah, that's interesting that they're just bringing you in like that. I was at Wendy's today, and
Here's the fast food story.
I was in the drive-thru for 40 minutes, and it wasn't that long. There weren't that many cars there. And when I got to the window, I waited for like 10 minutes, and they were like, "Oh, could you pull over? It's going to be another 5 minutes until we can get your chicken sandwich." And I had to go to the show, and I was like, "No, just keep the chicken sandwich. I'm just
Did
gonna
they
leave."
say sandwich?
No.
Yeah, they definitely didn't. But I left and drove away. But as I was like leaving, I was like, they're short-staffed, like crazy short-staffed. I wonder if half the staff had COVID or something. You know, when you get those numbers dropping like that.
I mean, they might just have a lower
I like
customer
Boo-Bree's
base
comment in the
because
chat.
of COVID. so they're
I
not.
hope Jared can't hear how easy you could become a teacher now.
I think it's more plausible that they just cut people's hours because they're not getting as much business.
See, I know that's not true because the line was shorter than it usually is when I go to this place near my house. So the line wasn't even as long, and the wait was 3 times as long, the usual wait for a line.
Because they have
bigger
less
than
people
that.
working there.
Well, yeah, I don't think they would cut it though because they're constantly getting
All of your arguments are based on all of these assumptions.
not assumptions. Like
Okay.
yours is based on, well, they might not be getting enough people. I'm saying no, they actually usually get more people around this time. And
Well, I think this time Billy has a solid point because they make most like the
So
one
you're
thing
saying-
fast food.
So you're saying right now
The
they
one
had
thing-
less people than usual.
yeah, they had
That's-
less people
yeah.
than usual, and the line was
That's
like
what I'm saying.
3 times as long. The wait was 3 times
Maybe
as
there
long.
was a COVID infection.
That's literally
that-
what I said at the
that
beginning of
passed
this entire point to make the entire story was that maybe they had a COVID infection and that the people
Oh,
were
you
gone.
did? I'm sorry, I missed that
And I
part.
said maybe they just have less people coming in. Right?
The people in the chat, Jared did say he wants to be a martial arts instructor.
Oh God,
he sucks.
He should do jujitsu because that one you're like literally grappling each other on the floor.
Why's it got to be jujitsu?
I'm trying to think of like a funny punchline for that. Like I know there is, but I can't
Bullshitsu.
think of it.
That's when a pit bull and a shih tzu have a baby together. They have a bullshitsu. If you've ever seen a pit bull fuck a shih tzu, it's a horror.
It's horror, but also hilarious. It's hilarious.
Hilarious.
So we're a half hour over. We are at 84% of our goal. Just a reminder, if we meet the goal, I will take a zap. I don't know. I don't know what else to. What should I stack it with? I have no idea.
Hello, darkness,
I
my
don't
old
want
friend.
Billy to zap his balls
Yes.
because he might need some woman out there might want his babies one day, and that woman might be me.
But he's already had.
You're really
kids
weird.
before.
Do you think that if I zapped my balls,
Yeah,
it would
that's-
keep me from having babies?
I don't think that's gonna happen.
I think it would make my babies superheroes if ever.
I don't think
watched-
that's gonna happen either. But it's just like a little electric.
Birth static shock.
Your baby
Shock,
grows up to be static shock.
The only reason I want to do this is because I think my
Everything's
babies
black.
will be the Flash after this.
They're all seared.
Yeah, they'll all be super little speeders. It's the only reason I agreed to this.
So that explains why you don't last very long. You're super fast.
I last too long, actually. I've been told that people wish that I was even shorter. They're like, get this over with. I can't breathe.
We should have used
Kidding.
a safe word. Oh God, I'm going to die. You know,
My
all the
safe word.
stuff lovers say.
My safe word is anti-disestablishmentarianism, but the I is an exclamation point, and the D and the S are capitalized.
Mine is trust fund.
Trust
What's
fund.
your safe word, Ben?
I don't have one.
That's
Full
not very
etiquette right there.
safe.
I'm not safe.
We need to come up with a safe word for Ben.
No, I don't want one.
Yeah.
Don't give me one.
Yeah.
Well, we can create one.
Billy,
but you
what
don't need
what
to
do you
use
think
it.
Ben's safe word should
I'm
be?
kicking you guys out of the chat.
You pervs, you got fired.
We got to make room for more people.
Ben's safe word is Pokemon Go to the holes.
Oh yay! Now we have 2/3 of the trollinity.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
What's up, Sam? What's up, Magicus? How y'all doing?
You know, just riding out the COVID apocalypse.
Are you dying a little bit? Like, are you on a ventilator? What's going on?
No, I've
Whoa.
been just quarantined into my house. I've had the mild symptoms for it.
Can you taste things or smell things?
No, as of yesterday, my sense of taste and smell got fucked up.
Oh my God, Lord Magicus, get better. I love you.
It's been 11 days. If I was gonna die, I would have died already.
Okay.
I mean,
To the hump.
they talk about long-term effects. I worry.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Thank you.
Fair. You know what? I like that. Fair.
So,
Fair enough.
All right. I'm worried that the streak is going to end right now because.
Yeah, come on, people. I gave him money and I'm sick with COVID. What's your excuse?
Did you actually test positive for it?
I did actually get the test result back today, finally.
Oh, that's
Holy
fucking
shit,
awful.
that's
So
huge.
you've been like feeling it for a while, but you got
This
the
is
comfort.
literally day 11 of symptoms, so yeah, I've known for a while.
Well, at least you didn't get the respirator.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, is it hard to breathe at all?
No, I've just had like all the other regular cold symptoms.
I see. Well, that's good.
Fortunately, breathing was never one of the problems I experienced.
Yeah, that's like the worst part. That's the part people die from.
Yeah. But it is weird, like, because almost every other day it's like a new set of symptoms. So it's crazy how much it changes and how long it goes on for. Being someone who's obsessed with data, I put like a list of symptoms out on like a calendar for every day so I could track that shit. It's like pretty crazy. I'll be okay though. It just sucks being stuck at home because I can't get any fucking Dairy Queen in here. Ugh.
You can't get Dairy Queen?
I can't go out to get it. I'm infected with COVID. I have to stay in my house.
They can't deliver it to your porch?
One away.
They can, but it'll cost like $15.
Magicus, you're dying.
I am not dying.
Get a fucking Dairy Queen, dude. It's your last meal. It'll come melty, and the hot food will be cold. The ice cream will be a drizzling mess. But do it.
I am not dying. I refuse to.
Okay,
go out
obviously
this
you're not
way.
dying. What would you order from Dairy Queen?
I definitely want a malted banana shake.
Oh
man,
You guys did all your junk food and your Kit Kats and your malted banana
It's got
shakes.
banana in it. It's healthy.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Okay, Magicus, here's the thing. You play Magic the Gathering cards.
I do. It's what
Should
do on
I
my
go out
channel.
and buy a box of Commander Legends cards tonight? Yes or no?
Sweet boys unite.
If you're going to
JC.
draft with it at some point, then yes. But if you're just gonna open it for fun, then I would say don't do it.
I can't draft.
the
We don't
box
have.
with
We
jewel
can't meet up
bonus?
with people. We're quarantined.
No, okay, no. What I mean is, if you're gonna buy a box, you can get it and just save it for until after COVID times, then draft it in the future.
No, I want to crack it open and play Magic cards. I don't even play Magic cards. I just want to buy it because it's cool.
Get that jeweled lotus, Billy.
If you want
I
to
know,
buy
right?
stuff, then I always recommend.
Yes.
Catherine with the shoe.
Thank you so much. You got us.
Thank
You got us
Catherine.
to almost 90%. And Billy and I were discussing while we had ourselves on mute. If let's get us to 95%, and there we
Come
go.
on, man.
Let's get us to 95%. We will end the voice chats with all of our wonderful patrons here, and we've got some more content on the way for you guys for helping us meet this goal,
We're
or
close.
getting us. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
No, if you want cards from the set, buy singles.
I just want to open packs. I was thinking about opening them on stream or something.
I know. I've seen a couple people do that. I mean, maybe you could do that for content for Twitch.
I want to, but like the one thing I want to do is get the collector's box and not the regular box. The regular box is like 130.
It's more
bucks.
risky. Yeah, like the EV
Tyler,
variance
thank
on
you.
that is a lot greater. So
Let's get that goal, boys. Thank
No
you.
problem, Bill.
Yeah.
I played Flip It or Rip It with Double Masters collectors boxes in my.
It's
stream,
gross, man. It's
It
gross,
is.
man.
All right.
Disgusting.
I'm about to do this. He better not make me regret this. All right, here you are.
Oh, hi. He was asking me a lot of weird questions.
He was asking a lot of weird questions.
You don't like my monotone voice, Ben.
Yeah,
I like big butts.
Well, it's kind of.
But can you lie?
Because my voice wasn't that monotone. What happened is I got into a really bad car accident, and everyone stated, like, who had a relationship with me, that my voice got
Streaking
very
in the
dry
woods.
and very robotic after the car accident.
We're at 96%. So, John Morgan, as quickly as you came, you're gone.
What a bummer, John Morgan. We were all having
So
a good
sorry.
time, and John Morgan gives us this totally tragic
Sweet
story.
boy. Choo choo, I made a poo
Man,
poo from Nicholas.
I don't even know. John Morgan kind of ruined my mood. I don't even know if I want to keep going now.
We have to. We're gonna stop. We're gonna stop the show right now. We're gonna stop the show at 97%.
Make
All right.
everything all melancholy.
Thank you guys for watching. Sorry, John
No.
Morgan ruined everything.
No.
Have a good-
That's my hobby.
All right. Yeah, we're going to watch some videos and everything. Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you soon.
Have a good night.
Yeah. All right. So
1 cent forever. 1 cent forever. Look at that trap Kayla sent.
I'm very uncomfortable with all the like safe word questions and shit.
Yeah.
Like, what am I doing? You know? That's so I don't know. And they were building on it. I don't want people to pick a safe word for me. That's icky.
I already picked a safe word for you. It's "Don't die, Lord." No, I'm kidding.
That's
Zamsuka,
like a
thank you for the
phrase.
monies.
It's a safety phrase.
I have definitely used anti-disestablishmentarianism as a safety word, just because I knew they'd forget it. and
Look
they
at this
did.
shirt that Mickey Richards has.
Oh God.
Ain't likely.
Somebody needs to now put Mickey Richards wearing
Look
this
at
shirt
that.
on a shirt. The eggs.
He's got like a crate of eggs.
Yeah, so Kalo or Egghead needs to get this picture on a shirt and wear that shirt.
Yeah.
Cut out Mickey Richards from the picture or something, make it look cute.
Let's get some content queued up in honor of making this this fucking thing, you know. This goal.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make you feel
Oh,
uncomfortable. I hope this makes up for
No,
it.
no,
I
no,
love
no, no.
you guys.
I'm not
Hey,
offended.
look at the-
I'm not
everything
offended.
dropping.
I honestly needed to make room for all the other people that were waiting the whole time.
But thank you for the money. We're glad we can get you into some
11.99.
cash. Hey, T.
Dude,
Roberts.
all right,
Duncan
guys.
Shane.
All right, guys. $70 more. $70 more. $70 more. $70 more, and Billy will zap his
PM,
balls.
Gonna have to end the show at 9:11.
No,
It's
we got more
9:11.
content. We got more content. We got more content. We got more content.
9/11.
No, we got more content.
9/11
Hold on.
PM. Gotta go, guys. Have a
Don't
night.
believe the liberal lies. A bipartisan Senate committee of Democrats and Republicans cleared Kelly Loeffler. She did nothing wrong. Kelly always puts Georgia first.
Isn't she the
Georgia
one that's
Senator
like
donate-
married to the guy that owns the stock exchange?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
$1 million
She did nothing
to
wrong.
Phoebe Foundation.
Kelly Loeffler is working to make sure hospitals have staff and PPE. With a
So what she did was she was invested in tons of shit because her husband owns the stock exchange.
And she knew when to pull the shit, and they had evidence that she sold a bunch of shit.
She sold a bunch of stuff that would have been affected by COVID before COVID went public.
Right.
And she knew, and she pulled it all.
Before it came out how bad it was.
Yeah, before it came out how bad it was. She had insider knowledge and sold it off, and now she's about to win. This is pretty much what Martha Stewart got in trouble for. Was that on an even lower level?
Well, it was a lower level because she didn't have like government insight.
Yeah.
You know.
But she still had insider trading and got locked
yes.
up.
Yeah, it was like because she was older and like famous and rich, they put her in like a lower security prison. She wasn't in there with like rapists and murderers.
That's
and shit.
fine though. Stop.
Yeah, I am gonna zap myself. I am gonna zap myself.
Zap.
Is back up and running using her platform to make sure no Georgian goes hungry.
Kelly Loeffler, always there for Georgia.
No Georgian goes hungry?
I approve this
Fuck
message.
hungry. Why are we worrying about people going hungry in America? People need jobs and houses and respectability.
Yeah,
and time off so they don't have to work during this cold season with a cold.
I was thinking about this today. Like, there are so many people out there that aren't getting evicted because the law won't allow them to get evicted, but they're like months behind on their rent, and they're just like expected to pay all the back rent all at once. Like, you know, possibly all the way back since like April or May. They're expected to like pay all that rent, or they're getting evicted. There's going to be a bunch of homeless people pretty soon. Like, either that or the government's going to have to find a way to like waive all this back rent or something. I don't know. I don't know how do you solve a problem like that? I mean,
you could do bailouts that cover what you would pay for.
So you want the government to reimburse
the property owners
for the back rent that their
not
tenants
for the back
own?
rent, for what they would have had to have been paid, just like the base level without like the over earnings. Like, you can file for the money you lost.
I would prefer the rent to be forgiven. I mean, there are people whose income does rely on owning these rental properties. They shouldn't be punished either. They deserve the money. You know, the only real solution, there's two solutions. One is let a bunch of people go homeless and have this crippling debt on their shoulders that they owe. And then the other is like make the government pay for it.
Well, we've made people go homeless before with the 2008 housing crisis. That was a little...
It's kind of different.
A little different, but it was still very predatory, and it was proven how predatory it was, and it was set up, and a lot of people lost their homes, and a lot of people got very rich buying them back cheaper. And we're going to have that again. We're having that right now currently. It's very hard to get an actual loan unless you have collateral. And the rich are able to swoop up properties that other people can't afford to pick up, even at their cheapest prices.
Imagine having a business that pays rent for its location, and you've been forced to close for like several months out of this year. You're still paying rent, and there's no money coming in. A lot of those businesses may not survive this.
Yeah, that's
the ones that own their own location. They can afford to like close and not have to pay for their downtime still. But yeah, anyone and most businesses rent. Like, they rent their storefront.
Yeah.
They don't own the commercial storefront.
What we have to do is we have to have a civil war, but it's not against like North versus South, not Republican versus Democrat. The civil war needs to be renters versus owners. And at the end of this war, if the owners win, okay. We're out on the streets. But if the...
You mean like landlords, right?
Yes. Renters
owners,
versus
because there are
owners.
people that own their own houses that aren't renters. What do they do?
Well, yeah, I'm saying landlords. Renters versus landlords.
And
the new civil
homeowners
war.
are not involved in this civil war then.
No. Homeowners are exempt. The renters go against the landlords.
That's ridiculous.
And if
the landlords are way outnumbered for one thing.
But they have the power.
Not really.
Okay. We'll see. If the landlords are outnumbered and they win, then we all deserve to be homeless.
Some people bought property as an investment to like make money. Some pay for retirement with that shit. Because you put a bunch of money forward to buy the property, and then you make that money back and more by having people pay to rent it.
Normally, I would say you lose, you invested, and it failed. Yeah, you lost. Sorry.
Not with COVID, though.
I would say that's, but because the big banks got bailed out in 2009, we're in the business of bailing people out when they fail, and they're the people that didn't need it. They're the people that are too big to exist and got big bad boy bailouts. So let's see what happens. I wonder how much we own. Landlords of the proletariat. Look into my eyes. Let the proletariat rise. You got a shock, Ben? Ben's hurting, guys.
I want to do
His
this.
anus is dripping. I have to pee.
All right. Man. What do you guys think about it? Tell me what you think. What are you doing? What do you think? The government should cover the rent with the landlords. I agree. I don't know how, like, where's the money come from? Do they just have it sitting around, or do they have to take it from somewhere else? Housing shouldn't be an investment. I mean, real estate is an investment. People buy real estate to either sell or rent it out. It's just how it is. So way to subsidize the rent? Yeah, probably. I don't see that. They gotta buy tanks and airplanes that we'll never use. You know, I was looking, just for fun, I was looking at, there's this neighborhood in the city that I grew up in that has all these, like, beautiful old Victorian houses that were, like, built in the late 1800s. And some of them are in pristine condition, like, perfect condition. And I was looking at the price of some of these houses. Like, if they were here... I'm talking mansions, Victorian-era mansions. If they were here, they'd be worth like $10 million. But because they're in Toledo, they're like only like $400,000. It blows my mind. Like, I'll show you guys this house. It's like it was built in 1890. It's like, hold on, how it's six bedroom or 7 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, 6,519 square feet. It's only $437,000. I mean, that's a lot of money, but not for the amount of house you're getting here. You're getting a lot of house.
The mortgage is like under $2,500 on something like this.
Yeah.
So the idea is...
This is your idea, and it's a horrible idea.
The idea is six of you...
You want... Okay, go ahead.
6 of you move into this house, and you pay $500 each a month rent, okay? And I'll move in for free, and I'll be the house mom. And we'll have our own Drunken Peasants fraternity.
This place is... look at the dining room, man. It's like... You feel like royalty living in this house.
Yeah, we could all come sit down at dinner. We're going to be COVID-free, locked in together.
They did modernize the kitchen, which is cool. It's not like an 1890s kitchen.
Yeah. This house was actually redone in 1917.
Right here, though, they do have something left over. That's probably the original sink.
I'm 100% pissing in that sink at least once.
This is like another dining area. Here's a library with a giant fireplace.
So if any of you are work from home right now, all you need to do is spend $500 a month. The 6 of you get together. I'll be the 7th. I'll be the president of the house. I make all the calls, all the rules. I live for free, and you guys get to spend some quality time locked up in a house during COVID with me. The Rucker Mansion. I've driven by it. I haven't been inside of it.
This is an interesting bathroom. Yeah, there's 6 bathrooms.
6 bathrooms.
7
So,
bedrooms.
We'll probably have to share bathrooms at times.
I think this is the top floor. I think it's got 3 or 4 floors.
Yeah, I'm not sure which floor I'll be on, guys, but I'll make that
up.
choice.
You're not doing this.
I think I am. There's
You
6
come up
people
with
who want to
the
spend
weirdest
$500 a month.
ideas. You waste all this time talking about them. They never happen. They're bad ideas.
I'm
I
getting
don't know
the
what to
6
tell
people
you.
together, and I'm moving to Toledo, Ben.
Uh-huh.
I'm announcing it now.
Oh yeah, even the garage is like pretty cool.
Yeah.
And this is like the apartment above the garage.
I'll probably live there. I'll come into the house all the time to spy on you guys. But that's the headmaster house, the headmistress house.
Okay, I'm playing something else and ending this. All right, here's
This morning, the teen charged with killing 2 men in Wisconsin during the Jacob Blake protests is out of jail. Kyle Rittenhouse.
And you know what? You know who you remember the sitcom Silver Spoons?
Ricky Schroeder?
Ricky Schroeder is one of the people who put forth the most money to bail out.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
To $2 million bail Friday, coming up with the money with the help of My Pillow founder and Trump supporter Michael Lindell and former Silver Spoons actor Ricky Schroeder.
There he is.
Schroeder even posing for a photo with Rittenhouse after his release.
Oh, that's Ricky Schroeder?
Yes, on the right.
He looks like he owns a fucking coffee shop in Seattle.
He's like 50. Maybe even 60.
Still faces numerous charges, including first-degree homicide. He claims he was acting in self-defense.
Yeah, the problem with that is you weren't supposed to have a gun there. It was illegal to have a gun there because you weren't 18. So now you brought an illegal weapon into the situation.
And why are you there? You want to play cops with live ammo for some reason.
He was there with his med kit, and he was there to do medical stuff. But he also had his gun. Like he had his med kit. He was going to try and help people. He had his gun to protect himself.
Is he like a licensed paramedic or something?
I think he did have paramedic training. Yeah, so he was there to help people who got hurt. The problem was he brought
Until
a gun.
he blew them in half with a fucking.
Like if you watch the footage, these people were coming after him, right? They were coming to take his gun. Like, what are you supposed to do? This is what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to bring an illegal gun somewhere. You fucked up. You brought a gun illegally.
Yeah.
This was a $2 million bail. And it's not uncommon to have a $1 million bail on somebody for a homicide. This is a homicide charge that's coming with multiple homicides for somebody who had an illegal firearm. $2 million is not a high amount of bail. I've seen people say, why is the bail so high? It's not high. It's not uncommon to have $1 million bail, especially when it's multiple homicides and you illegally brought a gun into the situation. These are the problems we're dealing with. If you watch the footage, he probably was defending himself, but he was defending himself from basically a gun that he brought illegally into the situation. These people were coming after him to take the gun. The people were pieces of shit. They got killed for all intents and purposes, but that's not an argument against the fucking fact that he shouldn't have had the gun there. Legally, he should not have had that gun there.
President Trump spending much of the day at his Virginia golf course while his allies take swings at the election results, fighting to delay certification.
I like how he's golfing and then he lets Rudy go out there and get COVID, trying to like plead a case that's not going to be won.
Of votes in states the president lost, but claims he won. RNC chairwoman Ronna McDaniel and the head of the Michigan Republican Party sending this letter calling on that state's board of canvassers not to certify the statewide results on Monday as scheduled.
Pause
but
really
to pause.
quick. The one in chat says, it's self-defense, people. Would you say this if he was black? I'm pretty sure people would say a lot worse if he was black. It's self-defense, but he brought a gun illegally into that position. He wasn't supposed to have that gun. It was illegal, and he used it to kill people.
Yeah, if he was
We have
black,
a
I
problem.
would say he shouldn't have been there and he shouldn't have had that gun.
If he was a black 17-year-old kid with a gun, you know what I would say? I would say, oh, you know what? He grew up in a hard life. No, I would say he shouldn't have that fucking gun there.
Right.
Deputy dickhead. You're the one making this about race when I'm making this about the law.
Yeah, what a irrelevant thing to
The
bring
kid
up.
should not have had a gun there. It's against the law for him to have that gun He fucked up. He used it to kill 2 people. The people were, in my opinion, attacking him. Had he been 18 and he shot them, I would think, he probably might get away with it. He might go free, but he illegally brought a gun there, and they were attacking him to get that gun away from him because they felt threatened. This guy was the one that brought the gun illegally to the fucking situation. It's on him.
14 days for an audit of Wayne County's vote instead. Joe Biden carried Michigan by more than 150,000 votes. Tonight, 23 of the 36 legal challenges by the president and his allies have already been denied, dismissed, settled, or withdrawn, according to an NBC News count, including a lawsuit meant to halt certification of the results in Georgia.
What is Speck's joke here? Oh, they changed it. I thought they were calling me MX.
Dismissed by a Trump-appointed federal judge. 13 cases remain active.
State law now requires the governor...
Hold on. Did he just make the jerking off motion?
I think so, yeah. Santa. Gentleman Santa's like, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
State law now requires...
Dude, so state law, this is state law. This is state law from a federal interpreter. This is what state law means.
It basically is. So.
Oh, state law? Okay.
Yeah, state law. I love this. I'm going to watch this again.
Inactive.
State law now requires the governor's office to formalize the certification.
I'm going to go down to Olympia and just...
which paves the way for the Trump campaign to pursue
let's stand
other
outside of the
legal
Capitol.
In Wisconsin, a
State
recount
law.
of 2 heavily Democratic counties requested
doing
and
sign
paid
language.
for by the Trump campaign
ASL.
continues this weekend. Election officials hope to complete it by Thanksgiving. And as the president focuses on fighting the election results, the coronavirus continues to sweep through his inner circle. 4 White House aides have tested positive this week, as has Donald Trump Jr., asymptomatic and under quarantine.
You may have seen it by now, but
is this
apparently
Rush
I got the Rona.
A G20 side meeting held virtually
Apparently
today
I
on
got
pandemic
the Rona.
preparedness and response drew world leaders ranging from Saudi
Make a joke
Arabia's
about
king
it.
to Italy's prime minister.
The international community has faced the pandemic.
I miss Berlusconi. He was like the Trump of Italy, but he was like way before Trump. And he like got caught banging hookers and stuff. And when they were like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "At least I'm not gay."
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Rob Ford was a good politician for some crazy shit.
Yeah, but he wasn't like I'm talking like head of state.
Okay.
You know, like head honcho in your country. Yeah.
President Trump was on his golf course during the meeting, at which no Americans spoke.
And Garrett, late tonight, another Trump campaign lawsuit was thrown
just
out.
like cracked out.
Yeah, that's right. A federal judge tossing out a lawsuit in Pennsylvania that had been argued by Rudy Giuliani. Pennsylvania expected to certify its results for Joe Biden on Monday. Jose?
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe.
Silvio Berlusconi.
Silvio Berlusconi.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought he like got arrested or like beat up or something. I can't remember.
Probably.
This morning, the search continues for a shooter who opened fire in a suburban Milwaukee mall.
Also, I've headed to the mall for shots fired.
Just before 3 p.m. Friday, shopping at the Mayfair Mall.
Not potbelly sandwiches!
Interrupted by
Never
several
had it,
rounds
actually.
of gunfire.
I knew right away it was a gunshot, and then they just started coming one after the other.
It was more than 10 shots, it was more than 10 shots, for sure.
In all the chaos, anyone who could ran for the exits.
Everybody started screaming, and like I saw a lot of people running. I just ran.
Does she
as
work
fast
at
as I
Macy's?
could out the door.
As the 911 calls poured in, dozens of police and
She's
SWAT teams.
she was just involved in a shooting, and she's crying less than the guy who called Rush Limbaugh earlier. Just throwing that out there.
Quickly
Well, this shooting isn't life or death, okay? Trump not being voted in is.
I see.
Many had escaped unharmed, but not everyone.
2 juveniles shot Main West.
Gunshot wounds. In all, 8 people were rushed to the hospital.
The extent of their injuries is unknown at this time.
Is Glenn
Everybody
Beck?
was alive at that time, though, so there's not been any fatalities that I'm aware of.
Wauwatosa police.
Wow, I'll tell you what, you're such a loser mass shooter with 0 fatalities. You should at least kill yourself so you have at least one, right?
Ben, maybe he's a sweet boy mass shooter. He made sure not to kill anybody.
No.
He's arrived in time
That's
for
actual
the wounded,
Glanderson
but not in
Booper,
time
yes.
to catch the gunman.
Yeah, like the YouTube shooter, she at least was like, shit, I didn't take anybody out. I gotta take at least myself out.
This is Glenn Beck and Anderson Booper meshed together, isn't
Glanderson
it?
Booper.
This is actual Glanderson
Scene
Booper.
personnel arrived. The shooter is no longer at the scene.
Oh my
So
God.
the manhunt is still on for the suspect witnesses described as a white man in his 20s or 30s.
Ladies and gentlemen, we found him.
1 week before the holiday rush, the mall, now an active crime scene.
Now the mall is expected to remain
I thought his
closed
ascot
today, but
was a
police-
neck tattoo, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is the most hood fucking news reporter I've ever seen." But then I was like, "It's an ascot," and I still think he might be the fucking most hood. That's a Paisley ascot, dude. That's style.
They are making progress in their investigation.
He's looking
Investigators
fucking
now
good
saying
right now.
instead of this being a random act, they believe it was the result of an altercation. Kristen, Peter?
Really terrifying moments there.
Crazy.
Really terrifying moments there. Yes.
So Joe Biden and other Democrats have stated that some portion of student debt should be canceled. Do you think student debt or some portion thereof should be canceled?
Well, I think if you watch President Trump, he did do part of that already.
What? No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He didn't cancel student debt.
Yeah, but he did shut down Trump University. So
in the process, I think what really
After
needs to
taking
happen
their money.
is people need to get in a room and work on a COVID relief package.
Get in a
I think
room. That's the best thing to do when COVID's happening, right? Let's all get in a room.
Getting the economy back working again is the best way of moving forward on how to deal with anyone's debt. Yes.
So the NDAA was sent to conference yesterday. When that comes back, the president has threatened a veto over the Confederate provision that's in there. Would you support a congressional override to get that NDAA passed?
I'm not quite sure of what the president said there. I think when the NDAA comes out, we'll have it passed, and I think the president will sign it. Yes, sir.
The Biden team says they need to be briefed on the vaccine distribution. Biden himself said that if they don't coordinate with the Trump administration, people may die when it comes time to distribute.
Well, why would he say that if he doesn't know about it? Your first premise of your question
my question is, should there be coordination with the Trump administration and the Biden transition team about distributing the vaccine?
Well, the first thing I think the Biden team should do is take back the words that they said earlier, especially Kamala Harris, to scare the American public about a vaccine that's 95% effective. I think Governor Cuomo should do the exact same thing. And then when I listen to my own governor, I think they should allow this administration that did Operation Warp Speed and stop playing politics with it. We have a safe...
They're like, oh, it's called Operation Warp Speed. That means it's going to be fast. You can't deny it. It's in the name. Okay? Like, let's see. Let's see what happens.
He read it wrong. It's Operation Wartspede.
You know?
It's Dick Warts.
I don't think there's going to be a balls app.
Nah. We've been overtime. 9:36 p.m. It's a good long strong one, guys. We tried, but luckily, hey Billy.
Hi Billy.
God bless America, my home.
Just do it.
Sweet
Oh my God.
That's a chunkin' hottie right there. That's what that is. That's a damn chunkin' hottie. I like that boy. He me. Well, you sweet Americans, God bless you. We'll be back Monday.
Back Monday.
Cakes.
Back Monday. We will see you then.
Have a good night.
Good night.
In the beginning, there was
was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.